effect it has on your body. But trying
Yeah,
to say just all veganism, I don't see that as being something that's sustainable because it looks
you
like
were
it
talking
takes
about
your
the topsoil earlier.
right. Well, the problem with the topsoil is like right now we had that same problem back in the 50s. That's why they started making fertilizer different. They actually put petroleum in fertilizer to help put nutrients back into the soil. That's what's wrong with our food. It's because
Yeah, and
the
like I said, I looked up some information, and one of the only vegetables that could possibly sustain a whole human race would be sweet potatoes. You know,
why
that's
sweet potatoes?
but
The sweet
everybody
potato,
not
sweet
eating no
potatoes
damn
got
sweet
a
potatoes every day.
they got a different texture and density to them too
And the way they
Yeah, I
grow,
know,
than a
but
regular potato.
does it contain all the nutrients you need for your body? Because I don't think it would it?
I'm pretty sure it does. It's
I
orange.
don't know. I'm not gonna say
Look,
it does
hey,
because I
they,
don't.
hey, they probably only saying that shit because it's a orange potato and these motherfuckers is Mason.
Well, they say you can grow it indoors. They say the way you can grow it, it grows fast, and that's the only thing that can meet the demands of a hungry human. You know,
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
like vegetable.
it can meet the demands, but is it going to give your body all the nutrients you need?
And are you gonna eat that every day? You know,
I ain't gonna eat it every day. I can tell you that
I
right
think
now.
people would get tired of eating fucking sweet potatoes every day. You know.
Yeah, I grew up in the project. I'm telling you something. You think you eat something every day, the same thing. You not. You might be getting by eating it, but you're gonna get tired of eating it real
Yeah.
fast.
That's something maybe need to be researched real tough. Maybe go in on every aspect that we can of the sweet potato pie. See what that motherfucker really saying.
I mean, from what I've seen, you know, you can make the sweet potato different ways, but then again, you know, who's gonna want to eat sweet potato every day? Like I said,
Right.
I know
Oh,
not me. Like I still eat meat, primarily chicken, because I love chicken. Um, and there's a difference between eating chicken every day and just eating a damn sweet potato every day. You know, I think I can do more things with
Mm-hmm.
a chicken than sweet potato. That's just my opinion. Like I said,
right.
I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian, but they said for us to sustain, it'll probably be sweet potatoes. That'd probably be the one thing.
Well, most if you think about it, most of the people who are vegan, they acknowledge that being a vegan that you do have some deficiencies and you have to supplement those with supplements like um you have to take certain vitamins and everything else to replenish it because you're not going to get it from plants. And then the ones you can get from certain plants, most people ain't gonna eat that. Like I said, like I was saying earlier with the seaweed and the kale, people ain't gonna eat that all the time. So instead of trying
Yeah.
to eat that is nasty, they don't want to eat it. They'll just go get supplements. So
So,
to be a
so, so,
vegan,
so basically, when you become a vegan, you just eating to live because you're trying to keep all the nutrients in your body, basically.
right, and you gotta go get vitamins and everything else, make sure you don't have no deficiencies. Because
Yep.
deficiencies, that's the bad part. That's what gets
I mean,
you.
I done
That's
heard some vegans they be starving, man, and be trying to play it like it's the way to go. Fat vegan,
yeah.
you in the building? Fat vegan, drop your email, brother, and I'll bring you in the chat.
That vegan, what's up, my nigga?
It'd be great to have a vegan's perspective. We was
Oh
talking
yeah,
about,
yeah. That's the one question I wanted to ask. That's why I would always ask you
Hey,
the question: What is your
because
response
I
to the
heard the
vegan?
only thing that will help feed the whole human race in order to meet its demands, as far as because a person, most people eat like three
I
times a
don't eat
day.
meat.
And
No,
like I said, the sweet potato, vegan. Have you heard about the sweet potato? That'd be probably one of the only vegetables that could sustain
vegan.
the whole human
I
race.
mean,
You can grow
my
it
bad.
indoor and
Knowledge,
outdoor.
knowledge. I
My,
don't eat meat.
you
I
know,
don't
well,
eat meat, but I do drink coffee. You know what I mean? I eat breads that may have milks and stuff in them, but I don't eat meat.
You don't eat meat. So what you eat? What
Nah,
you primarily eat? Like what? Like
man,
what's your go-to meal?
I be eating everything. Oat, a big ass deep bowl of oatmeal and a peach. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
you don't eat eggs or nothing like that.
Yeah. So you're
I
not
eat an
necessarily
egg
a
every now and
vegetarian, you're a
again, but I
vegetarian because
don't eat. I
you
don't.
still eating dairy products. You still consume dairy products.
Yeah, but
Not
I don't
full fledged
consume
meat.
meat. I don't eat hamburgers and chicken. None of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just, you know what I mean? I altered it out of my diet. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I ain't really got no damn specific way I'm eating.
Can
You
I
know what I
ask you
mean?
this? How has it benefited you?
I feel cool. I think straight. My toilet easy. I ain't strained since. You hear me? I ain't had no fucked up thoughts. You know what I mean? I got control of my body. I don't feel weird at times. You know what I mean? Like I used to.
Or you think all that was because of meat consumption? I'm just asking.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's your energy
That's
level?
a spiritual mindset, I think, brother.
Nah, look, I'm saying.
Listen, I'm just expressing my sentiments. I don't think it was the meat. I think in your mind you thought it was the meat, and you probably feeling the same way you felt before.
Nah, I don't feel no sadness and no, you know what I mean? No, what's that? How they look? I can't even think of the words no more. I don't even feel this shit no more.
You think
All
what
I'm
you eat
saying is,
affects
I
your
don't think
mood?
there was really a
Depression and shit
significant
like that.
difference between you eating oatmeal rather than eating meat. From the time
Look. I'm just saying from a simple point where you know that meat is slaughtered and you don't want to be slaughtered. You know it's scared energy in that meat, and once you eat that, that's in you. And when I was younger, man.
So when I ask you, see, that's why I think it's a psychological thing. Because when you said it's scared in the meat, what do you mean?
It's scared in the meat. Like listen. When that meat is slaughtered and killed, and you eat that dead animal that was running from you, you know the stampede is running from you. That's a sign that you leave them the fuck alone. You know that don't mean keep pursuing with a weapon that'll shoot out and catch and reach and pull one back.
Well, we got lions, tigers, and bears who hunt meat every day, and they do the same thing in the same way we hunt.
Yeah, and they may keep on tearing animals apart because it's a low vibration type of energy that's cycling through the you know what I mean?
Just, no, I don't know what that means.
Look,
but I understand, but how is the meat scared?
I'm saying that vessel, that very vessel that is slaughtered is scared to death. How
did it impact you? Did you eat some meat and you just started having nightmares or something?
Look, when I was younger, and this had stopped way before I started eating meat because I realized, you know what I'm saying? It's where at times I feel unsettled. Like as a young, my hands used to sweat and shit. You know what I mean? I used to be like, and wasn't nothing wrong with me. Like I wasn't nervous or, you know what I mean, scared of nobody or nothing like that. I wasn't trying to be seen. I ain't never cared about who was looking at me. You know what I mean? I wasn't never under pressure. Like it'd be times like, damn, why the fuck is my hands sweating like this? You know what I mean? When I was younger, you know what I'm saying, coming up, like I realized why. You feel me?
I can't blame all on meat though. I can't do that. I mean, because
I ain't putting it all on meat, but it's a whole system of fear that's put up on you where, you know what I mean? You don't even know it, but the vibration, you ain't even got control of it. Where some people is just fucked up. They what's it called? A shock, spiritual shocking, and you don't even know. Like your vibration is off. Like I remember telling this girl that she said the same thing to me. She was like, "Why the fuck do my armpits sweat so much?" You know what I mean? And I kind of gave her the same rundown.
Well, if there's any other vegans in the chat, I see you, brothers. If there's other vegans in the chat, simply drop your email and you can express your sentiments.
Yeah.
Me, personally, I eat chicken, so.
Yeah, I understand. I hear you making the correlation to what you were eating to your emotions, but could it have been any other factors in that? Like,
yeah, it's a whole nother system. Look, it's a whole nother system playing on every other aspect of our mentality in our very existence, where it's all.
Let's try to stick to your diet, because that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about
yeah, it's a whole. Them chemicals is cooked, man. That's the blood. It's all of that, man. Just imagine, man. If somebody,
I want to ask you this: how do you know that for a fact? How did meat impact you to want to eat differently?
Because I'm just knowing.
I mean, you're talking about the sweats and all that, so you think that was caused by the meat?
Yeah, I started eating vegetables and shit, man, and just I had my icebox was so full, I was just eating grapes, all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And I felt a different vibe about me. You know what I'm saying? It was where I was sleeping cool.
So you had a revelation.
Wasn't no more straining on the toilet. You know what I mean? It's like it's more water and it's more liquids inside of the fruits and vegetables opposed to a meat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, fruits and vegetables.
I eat vegetables along with my chicken, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? I eat vegetables along with my
and I feel you on just chicken, but others is eating. Look, they ain't eating nothing but meat every time. I know it because I was one of them. I wasn't eating nothing but meat when it was time to eat.
Me, I was brought up in a southern home. You know, I'm from the hood. You know, like Gary said, he's from the projects, and we made our meals like you had a side for each thing. You know, you had something to complement the meat. Now I can understand if you're saying you just straight there, just get a big ass plate of just different kinds of meat. I mean, you might have a meat sweat because that's too much to consume. But if you know how to make a meal,
growing up in the project, we didn't have that much meat. I don't know what project.
You feel me? If you can set a meal properly, you know.
Shit, every time we eat, we got meat.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I was growing up.
Every time, every time we eat over here in America, it's meat on the plate.
And I ain't gonna lie, in the hood, man, it was bread most of the time.
You ain't know. You wasn't in a
jelly sandwich, eating a hot dog.
You had no meat.
It's barbecue.
Yeah, grilled cheese sandwich, like you said. He had jelly with his sandwiches. We just had peanut butter sandwiches. I don't know how you afford no jelly where you live. You crazy.
Shit, you had bacon, ham, all this shit, man. Every one of these families coming up ate meat.
Yeah, but I'm saying not necessarily.
Have y'all lived in the project where y'all talking about you got bacon and ham? No, you didn't have no damn bacon. We had no ham. You had toast with butter.
I see you, peace.
That's what you had. Shit. You didn't have no meat.
And this whole damn existence is a project.
Who told you that?
Shit, who told you that the little project was a project?
Have you lived in a project before?
I'm living in one now. This whole damn place is a whole world of.
And they call it a housing, right? They call it a housing project. It'd be I'm not
talking. Hold on, I want to make sure this is clear. I'm talking about an actual broke down, damn near third world project. I'm not talking about somebody like you live in a place and you don't think this place is nice as the other place. No, I'm talking about the shittiest place you can live in.
Yeah, my neighborhood is a project.
Broken bottles every damn where. Everybody's on some kind of neighborhood. And no, you cannot afford to buy enough food for your whole family to eat, and meat is the
that's a neighborhood housing project, man. They come in all forms.
Noodles, a lot of bread.
Noodles, talking about noodles right now. Hold on. Speaking of that, Gary, I can relate.
Everybody ate noodles.
Everybody
still eating noodles.
Somebody talk about they had lunch meat where they had ham. We didn't have ham. My mom and them, they used to buy a block of bologna. Bologna ain't even cut. You had to cut the damn bologna yourself.
Yeah, it's one of them in my icebox right now.
You see that?
Full of black pepper seeds.
No black pepper seeds. A log of bologna.
I'm talking about a log.
Yeah, them bologna.
I'll show you the log right now. I don't eat the shit, but I got the log just in case.
Well, we had to. It wasn't an action for us not to eat it. We had to eat it. That's all we had to eat. So you had to get a nice big knife and you had to cut the bologna. You could never cut it straight, but you had to cut you a wedge of bologna out of there and eat that shit.
I got a big log of this shit.
Like everybody talking about you go buy bologna in the store and it's already sliced. No, when I was growing up, the bologna wasn't sliced. You had to slice your own damn bologna. It's a big ass log of bologna. There you go.
Damn, boy, you got a big one too. Hold on. Let me show that on camera. Look at that, y'all.
And it got that rubber band wrapping.
I bet you, the folks in South Carolina can relate. That's where my mom from. And, they used to slaughter hogs and all kinds of shit down there. I ain't into that shit, but.
It got that red rubber band wrapping on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to slice.
That's a casing. That's a casing over it, yeah.
Yep, that's it, man.
Damn, man, it's been a long ass time since I seen one of them. I didn't know they still sold them in stores.
Hell yeah, man.
Folks gotta eat.
It's a grocery shop in my area called Wild Woody's.
Yeah.
It's a big ass boar on the side and a cowboy. They sell all kind of old school.
Yeah, same thing with the cheese. We have a block of cheese. You have to cut the damn cheese. We have no slices of cheese individually wrapped. No, sir. Block of cheese. Cut your cheese off with the same knife you cut your bologna with.
You said that block. Oh man, and that shit'll stop you up.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. Like
that's all we had though. And sometimes we didn't even have the cheese. You just had the bologna because we couldn't afford to get the cheese, but we got the bologna. It's like you're gonna either get the meat or you're gonna get the meat and the cheese, but you can't get both. So
man.
So we just told our mama we don't want no bologna. Just get the cheese. I'll make a grilled cheese sandwich before I make another one of them nasty ass bologna sandwiches.
Hey, y'all remember everybody had to get around that one heater with the red coils?
Heater?
Oh man, heater? I remember kerosene heaters back in the day, man.
Now we just open up the oven. We didn't have no heater.
Kerosene heaters down here back in the day, man. Them things was real popular.
Now we just open the oven up, turn that sucker on, open it up.
So if you can remember them days using kerosene heaters in the cold, man, we used to make hot cocoa on that bitch. Using
a kerosene heater indoors.
Damn right.
Hey, y'all ever woke up?
Hey, man, that was back in the day, man. I remember being a little kid in the 90s, man.
Hey. I'm finna die in that house.
and you could smell this shit. You could smell it.
I know you're not supposed to burn kerosene indoors. Like the fumes in there, that'll get y'all ass.
Yeah, man, you know in the hood motherfuckers don't go by them rules, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, we didn't have that. No, we just opened up the oven up. Opened the oven up, and it was hot as hell in the living room. You had to leave your door open so the heat would seep into them other rooms. You know, broke folk problems.
Hell, my mama eats sauce meat. I don't see how she can eat that shit.
Eat who?
Sauce meat.
What the hell is sauce meat?
Sauce meat. I want to show you guys a picture because it looks nasty. It looks like they just packaged up all the shit and unwanted things from the port, and they make it into this big loaf.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. I thought you were talking about that government cheese meat that came in the silver can with the black writing on it.
And like I said, I don't see how they can eat that. It looks like Spam with a bunch of other shit in it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Okay, yeah, you're talking about meatloaf. Well, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. You're talking about that.
I don't even like the smell of pepperoni cooking. I'm gonna be honest. I hate the smell of pepperoni. I can't even eat it.
I was gonna say y'all had Spam. Y'all was doing good. Spam used to be expensive.
Hell yeah! What? Slice that bitch up in a minute.
Hey, have y'all ever woke up out of y'all dream and like couldn't remember it?
Well, how would you know you had a dream?
If you're not thinking about your dream within 3 minutes and you waking up, you forget it. That's a fact.
But how do you know you were dreaming then?
Because you would be trying to remember what happened, but can't seem to remember it all.
When I remember a dream, I'll wake up with that thought on my mind, you know? So I know I had a dream.
Yeah.
My understanding on dreams, some people think you dream, you know, you had that dream all night when really you probably had that dream within the last 10 seconds. It just seems like it was longer. You didn't dream all night. You had 10 seconds worth of a thought and you thought you were dreaming all night, but you wasn't.
Yeah,
like most of the time you sleep, you don't dream.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But hey, I done sat and I done seen people, you know, like say you was sitting there playing the game. And your cousin sleep, shit, they be wiggling the whole damn time. I don't know if it's
brother,
they might hear you talking.
Even though you're sleeping on
show, man, simply drop your email in the chat.
Yeah, even though you're asleep, your hearing doesn't stop. So you're playing the game, and they actually can be responding to you playing the game. You hear that, and they're incorporating that into whatever the dream is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and then in other cases, you know that ain't the case at all. You see them just dreaming like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well,
They, you know,
when you there's a process. Every 90 minutes, you get deeper and deeper into your sleep, and once you reach that third stage, it resets, and it just happens simultaneously for 8 hours. Because most people sleep for 8 hours, but that's not necessarily meaning everybody sleep for that long. But
Yeah, I don't like sleeping that.
yeah,
I prefer to get about 6 hours worth of sleep.
yeah, it's
I get more.
every 90 minutes, you go through the same three stages over and over again.
my body make me get up. Like if I jump out there sleep and I can't
Well, see,
go right back to
I'm
boom.
more of adjusted to where, like, when I feel it's like a certain time, I hop up.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't gonna lie, now if I'm drinking or something the night before, I might sleep over a little bit and just miss
Yeah,
that
of
and wake
course.
up and be like, oh shit, everything is behind today.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was
Yep.
turning up the night before. But if I if I get a good sleep, I usually wake up myself, because I don't know, it's like my body on a timer.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to be up
Internal.
at certain time.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm on the
Totally.
timer. I haven't had an alarm clock in the longest. I wake up at the same time no matter what. Even if I got to go to work or not, I still wake up.
Yeah.
Yep. It's weird though. I just, you know what I mean. Wonder what y'all think about it. Because I know there's some things that you just can't explain. You know what I mean? I don't really know. And I can't explain it because I ain't in nobody's head. And, I've been dreaming my whole life.
Well, I know somebody need to put a
Sleep.
battery in that dang smoke alarm or blow that sucker out or something. It's back there beeping like a mother.
That's mine. It just beat, man. It ain't no. It's
Oh, you need if it's beeping, it's either the battery's low or you need to blow it out. One or the other.
ain't
Some
no
people don't.
unplugging this. It's a cord running through the guts of the house. You hear me? And the
Yeah,
battery's brand new.
I got them in my house too. You unhook it, unplug it. It is beeping because you need to blow it out. If you don't
Okay,
blow that,
okay.
yeah,
Look, when you
if you
unplug
don't,
yours, you detach it totally from the wall where it's disconnected totally, right?
yeah.
Mine don't do that. This one is a cord going through the interior of the sheetrock, and it can only be lifted, and you put the battery in there. And I just put a brand
Oh,
new battery in there, man.
right. But
And
did you
it
blow
keep
it
it.
out? Did you blow your detector out? It's beeping because it has dust in it. If you blow it out so it's clean, it'll stop beeping. That means your battery wasn't low. It means that your smoke detector is dirty. You need to clean it.
Okay,
You
let's
buy
move
a can,
on.
yeah,
All
you
right,
buy a
let's
can of
move
that
on.
little that the can of air. You don't even got to take it down. Just get a can of that air, stick the little wand in there, and go in
I
there
feel
and
you. Let's
blow it
move
out.
on. That
Okay,
ain't even. You know what I mean?
Hey,
I'm
have
trying to
y'all
help
heard
you
about
out,
that?
man.
Have y'all heard about that air in the can? You can get the air from the Fiji or the Alps. You can actually order it in a can now, and I think it costs like about
Yep, I got it.
$1,000 a can, and it's like fresh air. Like, what you guys
Yep,
Air out
think
of
about
can
that?
now.
I got it in hand bottles.
Okay, but what you think about that air in a can, Gary?
Sounds ridiculous. I ain't paying no money for no air in no damn can.
Y'all
Yeah.
brothers still there? Y'all ain't really got too much to say about the air in a can. Okay, well,
No,
man,
no. Did you
I'm
hear
on
me? Like I said,
that
I'm
like
not buying air in the can. I would advise you to go buy more of just go buy your little air compressor for like $20 or something, and use that blow stuff. Don't go buy no air in no damn can.
Here, I'm gonna let you guys hear a little bit of this.
You said the air in a can.
$10,000 for a can of air.
2 Chainz, how's it going?
This 2 Chainz.
man. So yeah, they told me I'm supposed to be meeting up with you today about air. That's right. We've bottled the best air in the world. We're selling it for about $32 a bottle. I'm someone that you can't say the sky is falling to because I'll look up. Right? For us, there's different qualities of air everywhere. So, for example, in places like China, India, the air is not as good as in Canada. We ship it off to where there's lots of pollution so that consumers and customers can.
So they shipping air from Canada to China.
Experience the benefit of fresh air. Okay, so you go to a free park, take the air that's around the park, bottle it up, and send it to China. Pretty much, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So this will be something temporary to get a temporary breath of fresh air, right? Because it wouldn't be something.
Boy, people, you know what they say about a fool and their money. They separating it from it. Quick, man, I got this can of fresh air. They got one bottle
they cost $10,000. They're just talking about the cheap
right from the mountains. I got fresh air in a bottle straight from the mountains. Like,
Pew, peace, God. Like I said, anybody want to join, just drop your emails.
Why would you spend that kind of money to get it in a can? With that kind of money, you can just go to the damn Swiss app and smell the air. Don't make no damn sense.
Yeah.
I ain't about to be breathing nothing they putting in that motherfucker like
That's
that.
what I said.
Hold on. If you paying $10,000 for a can of air, $10,000 will get you there and back on any plane. There ain't no plane you gonna get that costs more than $10,000 to get you to the mountain.
Dojo, peace.
I got a can of it right here, but it ain't the kind that you can breathe.
You know what I'm saying? Think about it. How much is a round trip ticket, right, gonna cost you? It ain't gonna cost you more than $5,000. So if you paying $10,000, you could have took 2 trips.
And that just goes to show people can sell you any fucking thing nowadays. If people are spending $32 to $10,000 of air in a can, I mean, just imagine what people will spend their money on, man.
Yeah, you gotta be a fool.
People really think, oh man, they get that breath of fresh air, they're gonna be okay. What you gonna do? You just gonna order a shitload of them cans? I want to see what Canada smell like. Let me see what Fiji smell like. You know what I'm saying?
Then that motherfucker who bought it probably smoked more than all us. This contradiction, you know what I mean?
Air in a fucking can. Let's hear some more of this.
Capture air. How do you even see air, bro? For us to capture air, it takes about 40 hours, collecting around 200,000 liters of air. And then from there, we bring it back to our facilities where each one of these bottles are hand filled. This is a really good question.
Okay, let's stop right there. They say it takes about 40 hours to bottle up 1 can of air.
Mm-hmm.
How are you bottling up the air? Man, this is very intriguing. How the fuck? MJ, peace. Welcome to the show. How are you bottling up air? I don't know. I mean, see, me, I think when they're doing something like that, it has to be some artificial aspect to it. I don't think they're going to be necessarily breathing air straight from the Canadian mountains. I don't think that shit is possible.
Like they underwater or something.
Air in a fucking can.
Yeah, that's a scare in a can. They crazy as hell. Like, you got to be scared of something to be buying cans of air. What the hell they done told you?
And like y'all said, you got $10,000 to spend this on some fucking air.
You need to be planting.
Buy your ass out there and go breathe in the air for real, you know?
Straight up. Take $10,000 worth of seeds and till the land.
One world, one hood. I see you. Peace, peace. One world, we got to get you on here, man. Show off your gadget, man.
Peace.
One world. So if you like,
Peace,
man, you're more than welcome to come in, man, and join the show. Anybody is more than welcome. Just you want to come in, just drop your email in the chat and I'll add you.
He said to show off his gadget. His gadget is like a screen door on a submarine.
Hey, I love to plant an overnight garden across the land, following behind the sun if I could. Everybody wake up and it be everything growing everywhere. That'll be something nice.
Everybody, thank you all for tuning in, man. Right now it's just me, Gary and Mind's Eye, man. We just sitting here building on this Sunday, you know, just talking about a bunch of different subject matters. You know, my show is always a open topic type of thing. So
It's a
y'all want to
grand
bring some
rise.
topics to the light, all you got to do is type it in the chat or simply type your email and come into the live hangout call. You can engage with us.
I thought Fat Vegan was gonna come in here answer.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to drop his email. He said give him about 5-10 minutes. I really wanted to hear what he had to say about being a
Oh,
vegan.
we can address it. We gonna get, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everything
Bottle
we
Air
need to
is
do.
insane.
Well, I mainly want to hear his response to like the why I'm not a veganism videos anymore, where the people are saying that they had all kind of health problems from veganism and they had to get off of it, and that they didn't want to go back to just eating regular old meat, so they usually started out with like fish and eggs and stuff to try to help them get some of the nutrients that they were losing back into their diet. That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah,
What?
you know, I've done seen some of them videos too. People saying they're not vegans anymore. You
Yeah,
know, it's very
and I mean
intriguing.
they all tell their stories. I understand it's different per person, but you have to acknowledge that that the deficiencies they're talking about are real. That these are actual real problems.
Mm.
And I understand that some vegans will say, "Oh, they're not doing the diet right," but um, if you're saying that everybody would end up having to eat the exact same thing in order to be healthy,
Yeah, sweet
you take
potatoes.
that
That's the only
right.
thing.
You don't take diversity out of your diet just so that you can, I guess, have a clear conscience of what you're eating. That just sounds problematic. Like if you can't enjoy your life, why are you living? I mean, I don't understand. You got to eat crazy, seaweed and kale and all this stuff just to make it. It don't seem worth it. I don't want no damn seaweed or no kale.
Yeah, we know there's a difference between vegan and vegetarian. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, I would like to talk to anybody who thinks you can just live on a purely plant-based diet.
Like I said, I eat chicken, so I know I don't live on no plant-based diet. And I know a bunch of folks out there are not straight up vegans because they actually still consume dairy products. You know,
Right. That right.
people talk a good game, but you got to really be about it. And I'm not about to eat no damn vegetables, just straight vegetables every day. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't work with my diet. I'm 165. I need a little meat or something in me, man.
Yep. I ain't ever knocked nobody to eat meat. You know what I mean? Shit, I ate it all my life. Shit, and it may take a lifetime to get back to that state of mind where, you know what I mean, I was tainted eating the shit as a baby with no teeth. You see the babies with chicken bones, man? You think there's a matchup? Hell no. Nah. They be choke on that damn chicken bone, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I done seen family members and people give kids chicken bones to gnaw on and stuff, something like that. You know, I guess
Yeah,
it's to get that
gum.
familiar taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit
Especially
ain't.
when they be teasing. You know.
Yeah, that ain't where it's at though. It's a no go, no match. You know what I mean? That's literally the interior of another organic being with eyeballs. You know what I mean?
Quentin Emerson said, "How can just eating fruits and vegetables hurt you?" Now, I ain't saying it necessarily might hurt you, but I'm saying it might be to the diet that you're used to. Your body might react a different way, you know, because for me, understand when people do actually, I'm gonna call it convert over to just eating things of that nature. You know, their body got to get adjusted to that. So you know,
Yeah, I
it's
would
like
say
for a
just
while
trying to
their body be neglecting and shit because they got to get used to it. You feel me?
okay. Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
trying to just eat fruits and vegetables. You're starving your body of certain nutrients and vitamins that you need in order to survive. And it's true that some of these fruits and vegetables you can get some of these vitamins, but they're not in abundance. You have to eat a crap load of them in order to get the necessary vitamins you can get from just eating just plain meat.
Hey, one
Hey,
word. Why don't you come in and pop it up, brother? Like I said,
hey,
oh, vegan, we finally got you in here.
and looking. What's up,
Everybody,
Fat Vegan?
everybody, welcome vegan to the chat.
Hey,
Peace,
what's up,
brother.
Fat Vegan?
Good, fella.
Look at this, man. This is what I wanted to add. It's like,
Well, we'll go ahead and then we're gonna give Fat Vegan the floor because I'm pretty sure he's been
for
listening to
sure,
the
for
conversation.
sure. Shout out, with peace and respect to everybody.
Already.
Look, it's like if you ask me, it was a relationship that we had with the animals before it got like it is, where the animals neglected. You know, it even got a kind of low vibration. Like, you know how they make these commercials where they show the animals looking all broken and sad and shit. Even the animals being broken to a state of damn, I'm a bum on the corner alley cat, you know, eating trash. You know how they draw the fish bone for the cat in the alley, the little fish body, but it's like the animals being brought to an all-time low. You know what I'm saying? Where they can't produce the dairies and stuff we need to make these good old cakes and, you know, cream cheese pies and all that shit. You ain't here to neglect yourself for those good desserts. You know what I'm saying? But it's where it's all made and everything's chemically imbalanced. It ain't where you even want to do it like it's being done. You feel me? As far as eating the animal and all of that, but you can get all of that through the vegetables because it's so many recipes and ways you can
but
mix
you can do that, but a lot of people they are raised not just on that type of diet. Your body has to adjust. Your body has to adjust to that, man.
Yeah, that's what we do. Our whole mind gotta adjust to it.
Oh man, I'm just gonna start eating plants and I'm gonna be the healthiest motherfucker in the world. No, it doesn't work like that.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Your whole mind gotta adjust to this change in way of life, man. Everything is changing. The way we thinking. Look, if we thinking on a higher level, how can we still be eating bones off the next organism like we still some type of cannibalistic caveman? It's just two things that don't match, if you ask me.
I mean, like I said, you got a lot of people that was raised up on that. Now we can't call them some old meat-eating carnivores just because they didn't.
I ain't calling them that. I ain't calling them that, but I'm saying like when you get hold of the mind, you can put vegetables together that's literally organically made, man. You can mix something and you would have thought it was a damn steak. You can mix up plants to a dense mass and matter where you can fry
when I
them.
think you do shit like that, you're just trying to compensate from that meat. You know, you still no,
look,
bro.
Look.
Wait, listen, when you
listen,
when you making vegetables to resemble a meat or to have some kind of taste to that meat you just had, that shit, you might as well just eat some damn meat.
Look what I'm saying. Look, all I'm saying is vegan. All of the animals you eat are not eating you, they eating the plants. I don't care how big this animal is. It ain't choosing to eat the skin off of your back. It's eating grass. It's eating berries. It's eating everything that grows. So if the animal can do it and it's 10 times, 100 times bigger than us, we can do it too, man. We ain't got to be chasing everything's offspring, slaying it and eating it. That's all I'm saying.
Animals' immune system are different than us too, man. You know, even though some of them might be some so-called mammals. Hey, but I'm gonna stop getting long-winded. Vegan.
Yeah, me too. My bad, man.
Fat Vegan, welcome, brother. Go ahead and jump in, man.
I want to start with. I don't even know how to start this, man. Y'all was all over the board, so I gotta I'm gonna try to bring it back a little. I'm gonna start with the basics, bro. Like what you can research yourself, what your body run off of. What your body run off is the simplest forms of food, bro. We talking simple sugars. We talking simple fatty acids. We talking simple amino acids. We not talking full structured complex sugars. That's the opposite of a simple sugar, a complex sugar. You want to know the opposite of a single fatty acid? The ones we get, the ones that's in meat. Amino acids, single amino acids. You want to know the opposite of a single amino acid? Protein. I'm gonna start right there with protein. Your body, first off, it's a myth. Your body don't need protein. Your body need amino acids, and it's 20 of them. 11 of them your body produce. The other 9 you can get directly from plants. I'm gonna start with the B12. B12 is a myth. First off, more people who eat meat get B12 complex shots than people who don't eat meat, because B12 is water soluble. You cook the B12 right out your meat, soon you put heat to it. Do all this research. This is not coming out my ass because I want you to be a vegan, because I could care less.
Facts.
This is facts. These are facts that you can research.
That's why I want you to come up here, man. You know, just express your point of view as far as being a vegan. Now I'm gonna ask you, converting from meat to let's say vegetables and fruits and things of that nature. Did your body have to adjust to it, and was it some symptoms or side effects you were getting, like withdrawing from the meat and trying to get used to eat?
They call healing. Look, they call healing crisis. When people, I'm gonna give you a prime example, Knowledge. When people go down this road to a raw diet and heal themselves of any disease that the medical field blink an eye at and can't, like, I'm just gonna use a simple one. RA, rheumatoid arthritis. You can look up Rob B. Wild right now on the internet. He's a dude who did the raw thing in his early teens, early college years, because he was already coming down with rheumatoid arthritis. And that's basically when your whole body is acidic. You know what I'm saying? He reversed his diet, but reversing, I'm trying to get to the healing crisis. Within that, you're going to, just like you walk your body down that road, you got to walk it back the other way. So it ain't going to be rainbows. You feel me? If you got to reverse all them toxics you put in your body, it's going to be a process that come with it. They call a healing crisis. So that's why when most people do jump to leave meat alone and their body say, do what you asking me, did my body do? They run back to meat because they don't understand it. Whether it's sitting up and getting lightheaded, because I done had that. Whether it's, feeling like I don't have enough energy, because you're equating being full with eating them heavy meals.
And see, I don't
hold on. Let me finish. You're equating the meals with being full and sleepy, when you should be eating for energy. You should never eat and go to sleep. That's called a glucose overload. Exactly what I mean by your body run off simple sugars. When you eat all them complex sugars, your body literally got to break it all the way down to where it can use it, which would be a glucose, which is vegetable sugar, or fructose, fruit sugar. Any other sugars your body don't deal with. If it break it down to what we calling right now is a monosaccharide. That's a simple sugar. You got a disaccharide like sucrose, dextrose. That's 2 simple sugars put together. And then you got polysaccharides. Them are complex sugars. Them are grains, breads, proteins, meats, beans. All those got to be broken down from a poly to a monosaccharide for your body can do anything with it. So why not give it the shit that's already loose and ready to use? By you giving it complex sugars and complex fats, you fighting against your body. Flat out.
Okay. I was reading an article, and it was talking about how when some people started converting over to things of that nature, they started using the bathroom a lot.
That's a good thing. Look. Knowledge. How many times you eat a day? 2 or 3?
I eat twice a day.
Do you use the bathroom 2 times a day?
Yes.
Well, it's a lot of people that don't. A lot of people eat 3 times a day. Now put that in a week. That's 21 meals. Most people go 1 stool because of the starches and breads and dead cooked foods. So you take 1 stool a day per week with 21 meals. That's 7 stools, 21 meals. Where's these meals going? It's about letting it out. That's not the problem. Keeping it in. It's about letting it out. You gotta move your bowel. Don't let that be the reason because you don't want to go to the toilet. Because I get that all the time with people. Or when I eat fruit, I go to the bathroom a lot. Yeah, that's a good thing. You need them bowels moving. What you don't eliminate, you accumulate, bro.
I use it once in the morning and probably like mid mid-evening, like around 6.
But now I'm gonna give you something else you can look up.
As far as bowel movements.
I'm gonna give you something else you can look up. Carnivores got an enzyme called uricase that breaks down uric acid, which is a byproduct of protein. We don't have that enzyme, and we can't even metabolize it. So where do you think the byproduct of protein go to? It goes to what we call old age diseases. You don't eliminate them byproducts of protein unless you detox them out by eating acidless or mucusless foods, because you just feed it. That's how when one have an ulcer, the minute they stop eating meat or acidic food, it cranks because you're not feeding the ulcer no more acids. You can ask anyone with a stomach ulcer. I got a cousin right now, allergic, on the line. Anyone with a stomach ulcer right now, it will hurt until they feed acidic foods. You don't need to I never supplemented. I'm on 3 years. I never supplemented a damn thing.
I want to ask you about this. My mom and my wife, they got their gallbladder removed.
Yeah.
You know anything about that? Gallbladders and why they have to get them removed? I mean, they say it was a lot of grease and stuff in their diet they had to do away with.
That's exactly what it is.
But if you can expound a little bit more on it, because I don't know too much on it.
I got you. Your gallbladder is hooked to your liver, right? It's hooked to what they call, better yet, your gallbladder is hooked to your liver, your pancreas, and your duodenum, your first small intestine hooked to your stomach. Right there in that main part where I said, that's where your meat and food drop at. So when your food drop right there in your stomach, where that gallbladder meet with the pancreas, the gallbladder spits off bile that breaks down fats. It's coming from your liver. Bile is what your gallbladder do. It breaks down fats and acids. Pancreas gives off what they call pancreas juices, which is 4 enzymes and sodium bicarbonate, baking soda, because that's alkalizing. That's why when one gets stomach ache, sometimes they can take baking soda and get rid of it. Because baking soda come right from your pancreas, sodium bicarbonate. So all these chemicals meet right there in your duodenum to break down your protein. Because protein don't start digesting until it hits your stomach. Why is fruits and veggies start digesting in your mouth? Because you got digestive enzymes and saliva that start breaking down immediately soon you start chewing. Don't you know when you salivate, them are enzymes in your mouth. Protein don't start digesting until it hit the bottom of your stomach, because it needs all that radical digestion. It needs sodium bicarbonate. It needs bile. So the first thing one should do if he got rid of his gallbladder, cut back on acidic foods. Anything that's not a raw fruit or veggie. Flat out. Because your body is overworking. Now
like pancreas, I said, my mom and my wife, they got their gallbladders removed. You know?
Now your pancreas is overworking to digest them foods now.
And I noticed one thing, like let's say they eat a piece of fried fish or fried chicken, they go right to the bathroom after they eat it.
Yes, because right through them. Their bowel, they don't have no bowel. Bowel is very critical coming from the gallbladder. And like I don't like to use the word vegan, because I'm about to change my name to raw something, because when you say vegan, people get stuck on that. And I more or less do this for the health aspect of people who need it, like who want to detox themselves. That's the road I'm going down. And people get stuck on that vegan word. You know what I mean? And they never can see their way out it. I don't even know how to explain it. But they get stuck in them titles to where they can't see past real health, because eating vegan food is not real health. You still eating beans, you still eating grains, you still eating cooked foods, you still eating acid forming foods.
Is there any nutritionist, someone who is a professional nutritionist who would agree with you on the aspects of the vegan diet?
Say that again.
Is there any like a professional nutritionist who went to school and studied, nutrients that agrees with you about the vegan diet?
There's not one in the world, because they still get taught proteins all the way down to holistic doctors. Holistic doctors, the title licensed doctor is still
right. They go to school, they take the time and they study the human anatomy and the effects that it has on certain foods, the vitamins that are in your body, and the nutrients you need. Like most nutritionists will tell you that you do need saturated fat and cholesterol, right?
Because
I'm assuming
they
you agree with that.
because they in a licensed field. Yes, I just said that. Holistic doctors
No,
as well.
hold on. It's not because they're in a licensed field. It's because when you study the human body, we know that the human body does need certain saturated fat
Hold on, Gary.
cholesterol to function.
Hold on. No, you don't need cholesterol. That's why you shouldn't be putting cholesterol. What? Like, we are leading the country. The people who eat meat lead the country in the what's the name of the disease where your arteries are clogged up because of cholesterol. Look, on a diet they prefer, if you were supposed to eat cholesterol, you wouldn't get your arteries clogged up with it. Many people who go down a standard American diet through your nutritionist or whoever you want to put the title on who taught them something about food, they end up catching. And I know you got family members, like your family members eat protein. They got sicknesses. You never heard no one reverse a sickness eating protein, eating dairy and meat. No one never.
I see
no
Quentin
one,
Emerson with high blood pressure.
Hold on. Let me tell you what I know. Hold on. No. No one has never reversed their heart problems or their artery problems eating dairy and meat. And the fact that you can reverse them problems when you stop eating dairy and meat goes to say a lot and might just went over your head.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
No,
do you get that? I understand what you're
saying. Hold on, I understand what you're saying because, like I said, I've seen nutritionists talk about people who go on vegan diets and vegetarian diets, and what they say is that yes, the first couple of years you are going to feel really good. You're going to feel great because you're getting away from those bad eating habits. Because there's a lot of like you said, the sugars and everything, and the stuff that normal Americans eat is just straight up bad for you. So when you get off of that immediately, yes, you're going to feel fine. You're going to feel great actually because you're eating a much better diet. But some of the stuff that you take out of your diet when you get into veganism and vegetarianism,
that's not true. That's not true. You don't have to supplement. That's not true.
Things that your body did need.
You shouldn't be eating to be chasing something. If that's the case, I might as well eat topsoil. It got all the minerals and vitamins I need in it. I shouldn't be eating to be chasing vitamins and minerals. I might from now on.
Let me give you an example. You said that you can get all the same vitamins that you can from plants that you get from meat, right? Right? But
that ain't what I'm saying. No. Hold on. That you paraphrasing it. You don't need meat.
Well, maybe I
give me a reason why you do. Give me a reason why. Give me a reason why you think we do need protein. What was you hitting on about vitamins and minerals? Go ahead.
Well, no, I'm just saying your body needs certain vitamins and minerals in order to produce the certain certain chemicals that are in your body. You need to be able to replenish stuff.
Give me one vegan's mention some.
Give you one who?
That vegans need to supplement, or you heard, since you're not a vegan, that you heard vegans need to supplement.
Well, you mentioned B12. I've heard you can get B12 from certain.
But B12 is water. Hold on, B12 is water soluble. You cooking B12 every time you cook your food. You cooking the B12 out of it. You cooking anybody. That's why most meat eaters.
Avocado.
I know a lot of meat eaters. Hold on, I know a lot of meat eaters that end up getting the complex B shot, and that's not vegan. You answer that for me. My mother, my father, my brother. I got 3 of them in my family right now who their doctor then gave complex B shots, and they all eat meat. And they all eat meat.
Right, but it depends on what you're eating. But
Gary, you missing the whole point.
No, I'm not. Hold on. You cut me off, and I was trying to explain it to you.
Go ahead, bro.
Right, that B12 you're saying your mom and your brother are deficient. They probably don't eat a lot of fish. Because if you eat fish,
Gary,
now the reason. Hold on. I'm trying I'm trying to get to it. Now, what happens is that you can get that B12 from certain seaweed and kale, right?
Gary,
Now,
I grew
fish
up.
eat
Let me give
that
you my
seaweed
background.
and that
But
kale, and
Gary,
their
but Gary,
digestive system are more prone to breaking that down and getting that B12 out of it than
okay, but
we
Gary, I
do.
come
Now,
from.
we can eat the same seaweed that the fish did, but we will not break that seaweed down and get as much B12 out of it as fish do. But if
But
you
hold
eat the
on.
fish after it breaks it down and gets that B12, you'll get all that B12 as well.
Well, let me give you a background of me, Gary. I worked at a fish market. I'm from Southern Maryland, where blue crabs come from.
Uh-huh.
I grew up in the crib with fish and crabs in my crib. You are tripping.
Mhm.
Like, we are seafood bound here. Like, that's what my parents. That's what my folks can't get off of is fish, and they still need a complex B. The fact is, you shouldn't be when you when you separate organic chemistry, you fucking up the balance. So when you go to the store and get a complex B, get a vitamin B12 pill,
Right.
that's just one side. You don't have the let's say B12 is alkaline. You don't have the acids to check that. But let's say one of the minerals you go and take is an acid mineral. Within that mineral, you don't have the alkalines to check it. They don't give it to you in a full base, is what I'm saying. Anytime you isolate organic chemistry, you mess up the balance. So when people are supplementing, those things are still becoming acidic to their tissues, is what I'm saying. Like, because the way they do vitamins, they get a plant or they synthesize chemicals. It's nothing organic. It's an isolated, what they call an isolated chemistry. You understand that?
Well,
Like,
yeah, we're all composed of some chemical elements. What you're saying is they take those elements
yeah, they
and
take the
extract
plant.
it, so it's just the chemical.
So it's nothing. It's no balance to it. It's not just a chemical. It's a vitamin. It's B12, and
Yeah.
B12 is an acidic trace mineral. So what you need,
Okay.
with that acidic trace mineral is the alkalines to balance it. Just like if vitamin C was alkalizing, which is not, it's very acidic, it's ascorbic acid. But I'm just saying, if vitamin C was acidic, was alkalizing, you would want the acidic in that plant to check them. They check them. Nature gives it to us in a full, so it check it. So like instead of going to get a B12 shot, go look for herbs that got them same properties, because in that herb you got alkalines to check them acids, and you got acids to keep them alkalines base and balance, is what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, Gary?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but even with me eating, getting it from the plant food, is that plant food an abundant source of the B12?
Yes, because B12 comes from the grass. It comes from B12.
Right.
B12 comes from metabolized.
Hold on, but can you eat that grass and break it down in your digestive tract to get an abundant source of B12 from it?
I can eat the plant that grows from the same place as the grass.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Hold on. Let me put it like this. Cal can eat grass and get all the nutrients he needs from the grass. Can you eat grass and get all the nutrients you can from that grass?
I shouldn't eat grass. I should be eating
Well,
plants.
no, I'm just saying, your stomach doesn't break down grass the way cows do.
Oh, I agree. Oh, yeah, we're not herbivores. I'm on a frugivore base. You talking to a whole different vegan.
Right.
Yeah, I know that.
So,
I know
since
that
the cows
herbivore.
can break it down and get those nutrients out of that grass.
Wait, herbivores. Hold on. That's why I call most leafy greens an acidic food as well. You don't hear me? I say fruity vegetables, because herbivores got full stomachs. To the point, cows regurgitate the grass sometimes before they suck it back up and eat it, because veggies is so hard to break down. If you eat a salad, leaf veggies, not like cucumbers, not water veggies, not what they call fruity veggies like cucumbers, tomatoes, leafy veggies. That's why herbivores have 2 to 4 stomach departments, and we have 1.
Right.
I agree with you.
You got me. Yeah, okay. Then
That's why when you eat a salad,
that.
that's why when you eat a salad, you can shit out a whole leaf. You'll see the leaf in your toilet sometimes, because your body have a problem. Your body have a problem breaking down.
I can't even eat lettuce. My body, I can't eat lettuce at all.
I get that. That's why, but Gary, all of us as human, all of us been down that road of acidic foods. But just the point that reversing most medical diseases start with eliminating them acidic foods, hold a lot of weight.
I don't. You keep saying that. I haven't actually got to
hold a lot of weight. Hold on. I'm not here to prove it to you. It's out there for you to research. I'm just giving you what you can research. I'm not here to go back and forth with you. That's not what I want to do here. I don't want to say no, you're wrong, Gary. I don't want to do that here. That's not what we do. That's not what I try to do here.
No, I'm just trying to get an understanding of where you're coming from.
No doubt. And the best thing I can tell you is look up guys like Robert Morris, Professor Arnold Ehret. Look up Bernard Jensen. Look up these dudes. Look up the dude who created iridology, a colonoscopist, a doctor in the medical field that recommended meat, but understood the body in a way that he didn't even go with the medical field. Like the medical field shunned on him, Dr. Benson, because he knew to a degree how to heal the body. Like he would. I wish I could pull out this iridology book and show y'all case studies. I have case studies coming back from the 30s and 40s of this dude who created iridology. I ain't no wish I could pull it out if y'all want to see some of them and show you how everything directly come from your body. I can give you case study after case study. This guy's a doctor. You can look up these names. He did his research in labs. Him and Professor Arnold Ehret. They did their research in labs with other doctors, documented. Robert Morse the same way, because Robert Morse don't deal with diseases. When you come to him and tell him you got high blood pressure, that's just a state of backed up lymph. So the only person that goes to say you don't got high blood pressure no more is when you go back to your doctor. He don't deal with diseases. So when you come to him with one, you keep it until your doctor do the lab reports and approve it. He don't say eat these fruits and veggies. Oh, you clear now in my eyes. No, he don't diagnose, because diagnose is a medical thing. If you play with them words, they'll come for you. They have patents on them. They don't own the word cancer. They don't own the word. They don't own cancer. They own the word cancer. They don't own what your cell do. A degenerative cell. Diseases work acute, subacute, chronic, degenerative. Degenerative is cancer. Every one of these phases, they have names for. It's called the effect. Every acute, subacute.
But you said that the doctor you're speaking of, he has no way to know of diagnosing. If he went to a lab and he said that, hey, if you start eating this, that you'll see a change. No. This
how this works. He's been a vitalitist of a raw foodist for 30 something years, right? So we got the regular Joe Schmo like me, you, and Gary, who been down the medical field, who's not getting nothing fixed, right? So we've been diagnosed with a handful.
Welcome to the show.
We've been diagnosed with a handful of diseases through the medical field, and the medical field own them. So when they come to Robert Morris, he can't even say what you mean. You don't know what I mean by they own the diseases?
No, I don't know what you mean by that.
What I mean is diseases work in this way: acute, subacute, chronic, and degenerative. You get that? You get what I'm saying by that?
I get what you mean by that. I don't understand how you mean that they own the disease. Like, disease happens, it varies by person, right?
Look, this is what I'm saying. A degenerative cell is a degenerative cell. It's not necessarily cancer. And when you call it cancer cell, they can come for you because they have a patent on that. They have copyrights on that name. Yes.
They do. You totally right. Because
look it up.
Can I add this real quick? Fat Vegan, it's like they make you a mental patient due to the diseases they bestow upon you, and the disease come packaged and noticed by those who present it to you. So you're right.
So if you're not that licensed,
if you discover something, there's a difference between you making something, patent something, and then you discovering something. If you discovered something that was already there, you don't own that. You simply discovered it.
They didn't discover it though. It's called an effect.
This is what I'm saying. Who's to say who discovered it? So those that present it to you, you know what I mean?
They didn't discover it. They treat the symptoms.
They claiming it.
They treat the effects. You got to get to the cause to fix anything.
No, but we've had diseases that didn't have a name. Like, we didn't know, before HIV had a name, we didn't know what it was. They were diagnosing it as multiple things before someone discovered that there is HIV that was actually attacking your immune system. But before then, they didn't have a name. It was there. People were getting it. We didn't know what they had. And then we discovered, hey,
And
there's
they
this
still,
virus, HIV, that's literally attacking this person's immune system. But
And they
before
still-
then, it didn't have a name. But they didn't make HIV. They discovered HIV. It was already there. People had been dying from it
and
before.
look,
We
they
just
didn't even
didn't
hold
have
on.
a name for it.
They didn't. But let me put it in a better word. They didn't discover it. What they did was put a name for a phase on your body, whether it was acute, a subacute, chronic, or degenerative. They didn't
Right.
find them. They didn't find them stages of sickness. What they did was point out a process in your body and gave it a name. Like, here we go. Like this one, I'm gonna give you an example. This is what I'm saying, Gary, so you can understand it in layman terms. Let's say right now, I take a degenerative cell, what they call a cancer cell, and I go patent it as abadabadaba. The next time you come across a degenerative cell and you say you're curing abadabadaba, I'm coming for your neck because it's mine now. That's simple.
Well, no,
That's simple.
all you've done, like, there's different forms of cancer, right? Depending
that's-
on
that's
where the
just
cancer
location.
is, it has
That's
a
just-
different, right, it has a different name, but it's a different type of cancer. You have this kind of cancer, right? We've discovered that you have this kind of cancer. Nobody.
That's just the degenerative cell in a certain location. It's just location. It's all the same cause. Stagnant lymph system. And that's where medical field miss at, because they got the lymph system going back in the veins when bloods don't deal with acids. And you know how you know that? The blood got to stay at 7.4, you die. If you drop acids in your blood starts sucking calcium and shit out your bone structure and your vein structure to alkalize that right off the break.
Yeah, but alkaline diets are shown to not work because there's no way the food.
I didn't say nothing about alkaline diet. I said that your blood don't deal with acids, and the way you know that it can't move off 7.4, you die. So your blood don't deal with these foods. Your blood deal with the byproduct of these foods for energy. The breakdown and shit go in your lymph system. All cells, just like you got to eat and go to the bathroom, every cell in your body got to eat and go to the bathroom. The blood feeds it. The blood is the kitchen. But where they miss out at, and they even got this, as the blood eat, the cell eat, it can't go nowhere. So it got to go to the bathroom right there in the lymph. And the lymph got to come out, the lymph comes out the urine. But they got it going back in the venous system. And that's where they miss at. And when you start moving lymph out your urine, they will diagnose you with kidney disease and back that right back down.
I can't tell you if you're wrong or right on that because I really don't know. You in the system. I don't even.
I'm not here to get approval or not.
No, I'm just telling you. I can't even follow you whether you're. I can't tell you if you're wrong or not.
Right. That's what you are honest.
Can I chime in?
But I would want you to really look that up, the lymphatic system, bro, because you're a technical person, and all this is in a. I don't want to say in the medical book because it's not, because I just told you they got the lymph going back in the venous. You got to look in the raw. He the one who found the connection with the lymphatic system hooked to the kidneys. That's how he's getting these people healed off the raw foods. He found the lymphatic system, the lipids, the cholesterol in our body, fats. He found that system connected to the adrenal glands in the kidneys, because the adrenal glands sit on top of the kidneys. When you go get a blood pressure reading, the top reading is diastolic adrenal glands. The bottom one is systolic kidneys, always. And this goes to show you the medical field so fucked up. You got two kidneys, and they only do blood pressure on one side. Think about that, Gary. Think about that. You got two kidneys, and when you get a blood pressure reading, the top reading is directly your adrenal glands. The bottom one is directly your kidneys. How many times you took your kid to the hospital and they got a blood pressure on one arm and not the other, but you got two kidneys? That shows you that they only do what they are taught. They only do what they are taught. Someone taught them to do one side, so they only do one side. Not even knowing the blood pressure comes directly from your adrenals and your kidneys, your systolic and diastolic.
Hey, let me chime in a little bit. I'm here.
Go ahead, One World.
First off, shout out to the panel.
Welcome to the show, man.
Sorry about that. Shout out to the panel. Knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of everybody watching, you know what I'm saying? You know, I seen y'all all in the magic mirror, you know what I'm saying? Today, One World, One Hood is here to defend with Fat Vegan. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still vegetarian.
Oh, well, see, we're not defending nothing, brother. We just having a discussion. It's no debate.
Same difference.
That's what having a discussion. We're just having a dialogue on it. You know what I mean?
All right, yeah. No, not in a mean way. You know what I'm saying? It's all positive. You know how we do.
No doubt.
Think tank. We're a think tank. You know what I'm saying? And so now what happens is that, first of all, like I got so much motherfucking respect for Fat Vegan. You know what I'm saying? Because I realized that he's like, out of all of the people we've been talking with, he's technical. He's a scientist on his vegan level. You know what I'm saying? He's really doing his work. So, you know what I'm saying? I gotta give you props on that, brother. You know what I'm saying? So now, yeah, I'm one of those students of Dr. Sebi, but I'm still not on the level. I can't talk to you about it like Fat Vegan, but I can give you a different perspective.
I came from one word. I came from there. When I started, I'm an African American. I attracted the CB, but I grew past it though. I kept growing.
Yeah, you definitely went to another level with it though. You know what I'm saying? You're on a heavy level. But like I'm saying, maybe, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not on that level to be able to even explain it, but I have a good understanding, and maybe I can give a perspective that can help people, you know, jog them up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying in the chat room, I said that we here in America, you know, we wear condoms so we don't pass bodily fluids to each other because we don't know what's inside the other person's body. But then we're gonna eat meat that's gonna, and then we like it rare or medium rare because you know what I'm saying, because you want the taste of the blood in the meat. You know what I'm saying? And now you've gave your whole body over to an animal that you have no clue, but yet you wear condom, you know what I'm saying, on a human, you know what I'm saying, that you met. You know what I'm saying? This is like stuff that you really got to think about. You got to weigh this out. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm straight eating DNA, but you worried about it getting passed to you. You know what I'm saying? You have no clue what's in these animals. You know what I'm saying? How many times have you seen the farmers fucking these animals? You know what I'm saying? I said, you got to think about what's going on. We're putting DNA into our body, and that's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? There's a chart that's going to let you know by a certain age, if you've been living here in America and going by the pyramid diagram, it's going to tell you, well, I guess by the age of 40 or 30, you've consumed 1,500 chickens, 700 cows, 15 or 30% of miscellaneous, anything that can crawl, fly, or that you can catch. When you see these charts and you look at it, you realize how savage, you know what I'm saying, we are with this diet. You know what I'm saying? Well, you're basically eating anything that you can catch, anything moving. You know
one word before you get too far on the condom thing and the food thing. That's a reason why we cook food, is to make sure that you eliminate certain germs and diseases.
Yeah, all right. Well, that means what you're saying is, if I can put the STD in a pot, that you know what I'm saying, we can cook the STD out of the meat, and then it's safe to eat. You know what I'm saying?
You got it. You know what? You got it. That's it. There's two processes. No, you can't take the woman and cook her vagina and get it clean.
Hey, look, Gary,
eliminate the germs and the virus.
Hey, look,
I mean, even if you didn't use condoms, you could use other things such as spermicide and other things.
But keep in mind,
what I'm getting at is saying that you're worried about a fluid from another animal entering into your body that can affect your system. That's the reason why you're wearing that condom. Not just to not get another person pregnant or something like that, but you're worried about the passing of fluids from body to body, from being to being. And when you eat the meat, you are eating the flesh of that. There's no way that you can cook the blood away from it.
Hold on, but that's why we cook, because otherwise we would have problems. That's also why we refrigerate it.
No, let me get this out there. In every aspect of the world, heat is always acidic, cold is always alkalizing. Prime example, when your little kid fell and bumped his head, what'd you put on it? Did you put a heat pad on or an ice pad? You put an ice pad. You put an ice pad on a bruise. If he hit his head on something, in every aspect, heat is always acidic. Not to saying it's always bad. Heat is always acidic. Cold is always alkalized. I don't care how you spin it.
Well, once again,
and it's gotta be.
if you think about it, it depends on the injury. That's why you have icy hot wear.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I know people with aches, they use heat.
Yeah,
That's because them internal.
You only inflamed because of the meat and the dairy.
Oh my
If
goodness!
you did not put
just be inflamed because of the meat, man.
No,
See, we
hold
can't
on.
just blame everything on meat now.
No, watch this.
Yeah, I get what you're saying,
Let me give you my
brother, but-
example. Hold on, let me give you my example. See, I was a meat eater, and you know what I'm saying, very heavy meat eater, and until I dropped it down to very little chicken and fish. But now, what happens is, and no more dairy. I stopped all these things for years. I work construction. Now, normally, when I'm in the subways or in big, machinery area, and we're doing work, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna bang yourself up. If I bang my knee, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be swollen for at least a week. You know what I'm saying? Before it goes away. If I bang my head, I'm gonna have a knot on my forehead or something like that for at least a few days or a week, and you're putting all sorts of stuff on it for the inflammation to go down. But ever since I've changed my diet, and now I've put nothing but inflammatories and eating all of these natural herbs, I don't have that problem no more. When I bang my shit, if it swells up, it'll be gone before 24 hours, and I don't got to put nothing on it.
Bruh.
It's like magic.
Hey,
Is that the same for you, Vegan?
I
One
don't
word.
think that would be necessarily.
Hey, one word.
Just because you was eating meat. I mean, I get what
That's
you're
why I
saying.
tell
brother.
them. Hold on, Knowledge. That's why I tell y'all look up these people. I'm not just throwing these names out here.
Oh, I know you're not, man.
Look. Professor Honor Erd was a fruitarian to the point he did lab reports to where he cut himself when he was eating meat, he cut himself when he was vegetarian, and he cut himself when he was a frugivore. And all three of these are documented. And all of them got different results, and I can give them to you. And guess how it went?
Give us the results.
When he cut himself with meat, it inflamed like we do, and it inflamed plus whatever it do. He cut himself as a vegetarian, it bleed a little less. He cut himself as a fruitarian, it didn't bleed at all. And like I said, when I say the same, when you stop eating these proteins, you reverse disease, it go over top of your head because you still saying shit like don't blame it on the meat. Well, why is it when we stop eating that, we reverse them diseases that medical field are clueless about?
Well, I ain't saying don't blame it on the meat, but it can't be just
not just meat.
From the meat alone. You get what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Other circumstances behind that, not just meat.
Let me give it to you. It's called food combination. We never should mix protein and starches together. And from day one, you've been eating bread. You've been eating meat with bread on it. You've been eating rice with rice with meat. You've been eating steak and potatoes. Soon you mix them together, they putrefy in your stomach. The enzymes cancel each other out, and they go putrefaction 101. Yeah, it's bigger than just the meat.
Y'all seen the Golden Child?
It's the food combination.
Remember the Golden Child?
Everybody remember that movie, Eddie Murphy.
Well, right in there, in the Golden Child, the devil was trying to give that golden child starch and blood. Remember that? It was a bowl of starch with blood mixed in it. Why is he? And what did he do? He kicked that over and ate a plant. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to tell us a lot of stuff in this shit. We not paying attention.
And even if you do eat meat, check your food combination. Try not to eat it with heavy starches. Because them digestive enzymes cancel each other out in the stomach. Chill, dude.
But hold on the movie The Golden Child, they covered up a bowl of blood from an innocent girl that they killed, and they covered it up with oatmeal, trying to trick him, thinking that the oatmeal would have been.
I mean, if I would have known better than that shit, I would have put up
starch and blood
and ate it too.
Right, but the thing he was trying to, the oatmeal that was on top was a trick. The oatmeal was safe. What's underneath the oatmeal is what the Golden Child was.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have ate that shit neither.
You know, even like Dr. Sebi's been telling you, ever since we've been here in America, they've been feeding us starch and blood. You know what I'm saying? And sugar. These three main things they try to make sure that you're on. They want you to make sure that you're eating starch, blood, and sugar.
They built on the corporations and collaborations with the grocery stores.
But check this out. This is what really got me into it.
Grocery stores, you got shit you can get with government assistance. It's because they want to feed you that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way of the Western world. You got to get out of it.
This is what really got my interest when it came to this. See, when I first started learning it, yeah, I mean, we have to believe it because we don't know, so we're gonna have to test it on ourselves to figure it out. But once I started start treating my body right, and I realized that I start waking up in the morning in a tent. You know what I'm saying? I started being in love with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my dick hard as a motherfucker.
Cause
You know
you
what I'm
because
saying?
you got blood flowing right. You stopping that coagulation in that blood.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
there's no more. Oh, I had a bad day, or let me drink a Red Bull, or give me 20 minutes and for round number 2.
Oh, speaking of
All of that
energy
shit
drinks,
goes out the window.
yeah,
All of that
yeah.
shit goes out the window when you start putting the right shit in your body. I guarantee you.
Energy drinks. I fell off from that shit too. You know what I'm saying? About a year and a half ago, my partner was telling me about this old man. He was like 60 something, and he was talking about how he was consuming energy drinks for a long time, and he ended up getting kidney stones, fucking up his insides. And this is my boy. He from New York, and he just was telling me about that man, and you know what I'm saying, how that man put him off. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop drinking them energy drinks and things of caffeine and that nature. Now, you can substitute coffee with peanuts and other things too, you know. But I ain't gonna lie, peanuts and cashews, them things give you energy in the morning just as much as well. But I wouldn't prefer somebody to eat like when they first wake up, you know, consume some water, get your blood flowing, because you've been laying still for so long, you know, the body's circulating at a certain motion. Once you get up and start moving, you know, I mean, because the body temperature is 98 degrees. You get what I'm saying? So when you think about things of that nature, you're not supposed to just eat like as soon as you first wake up. I don't do that. I always eat around this time. This is like the time I'm supposed to be eating right now. I eat between 11 and 12.
Yeah, food, but like I said, bro, like even if you eat protein, dog, food combination is a big part of helping that shit flow. That's why, and I
agree with that. I agree.
And I can give you a prime
Me too.
example. It's called the keto diet, where they don't eat much starches. They eat a lot. They call it the caveman diet, where they eat a lot of protein and veggies. So them people do drop weight because they don't put that putrefaction in their stomach.
Airdrop, I added you, man. Go check your link in Hangouts, man.
They don't mix them things together.
Hey, we watch these movies, and they be telling you about aliens taking over your body. But did you know that they was really talking about germs and the parasites and stuff that you was eating from the meat? You know what I'm saying? That's what's taking over your body. You know what I'm saying? They live inside of you. They feed off of your life support system. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason. And they're controlling your urges and your diet, because they're making you want to have. You're not arguing. You're not debating or saying like, "Yo, you should eat meat." That's not you talking. That's the parasites and all of this stuff that's already inside you talking, and they're asking for help. They want more and more help every day.
I think you just used a certain type of diet, and you start to crave that shit unconsciously.
Right, those cravings is, I would have to go into notes and pull it out. But those cravings is being controlled by the parasites that's in your body.
It's a program you got to reprogram.
He being on, because look, I can tell you firsthand, because when you detox them cravings get heavier and heavier, because them worms and parasites get hungrier and hungrier until you run out.
They need something to feed off of.
So when you detox,
you're not gonna find it in fruits, and you're only gonna find it in the same meats that it came in. And that's why we tough on it.
And it's the same idea as the difference between a pond and a lake. A lake hooked to an ocean, so it's forever flowing. But a pond is stagnant. It starts growing fungus on top. Then here come parasites and bacteria. It's the same idea with the lymphatic system. Long as it's stagnant. And the one thing I wanted to mention to him about you eating the blood of the food, you are directly, whatever you give your body that your body creates, it'll stop creating it. So let's say my pinky creates vitamin C, and I go to the store and buy a bunch of vitamin C. Well, my pinky will stop creating vitamin C because my body knows it has it. So check this out. So when you go eat meat is full of adrenaline. Meat is full of neurotransmitters. And where does your neurotransmitters come from? For your autonomic nervous system, your adrenal glands that sit on top of your kidney. So soon you start eating meat, it makes your adrenal glands weak. And your adrenal glands affects your kidneys, and your kidneys affects your adrenal glands, vice versa. So like you stop producing those neurotransmitters soon you start getting them from the animal. You stop producing that adrenaline. Women call estrogen, we call it androgen. It's the same thing. We both got it. But your body stops producing it once it starts getting it from the animal. So now you got unchecked estrogen going in, and it's something that checks estrogen. There's an alkaline to go with that. Now that alkaline is running free. You got to check the alkaline too. It's always a balance in this shit. I don't know if y'all caught that. That might have got too technical and shit. I don't know. But basically, you weaken your adrenal glands the minute you start
break down this book you are displaying, bro.
I'm just showing you food combinations. Up here is fruit. Yeah, even with fruits, you shouldn't mix melons with other fruits. Melons digest too quick. You'll get putrefaction right there. You should never mix your fruits with your veggies.
That's dope, man. I appreciate you, bro.
And let's go down some more. You can mix vegetables and starches. You can mix protein and vegetables. You shouldn't mix starches and protein.
Facts. No steak and potatoes.
Yeah.
No good.
Not even beans and rice. That's still a protein and a starch.
Respect, fat vegan. Shout out, Zach.
That's even if you eat meat. That's to each his own. But just know, you can reverse any of these so-called diseases your family been dying off. Don't get caught in that fear loop of that medical field. That's what I'm here for, to wake you up to. I'm bigger than veganism. Don't get caught on that word, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, not to cut you off, but that's the true meaning of caretaker. Take care of yourself. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to everybody. One World Knowledge Up.
Hey, what's good, everybody? And this is the simple.
Like, no, shout out to you all, man, actually coming in and expressing y'all sentiments upon the subject matter we're building on. Thank you all. I gotta give y'all all the utmost adulation, because without you all coming on, I couldn't do this show and present it the way we did, So I thank y'all.
Yeah, it's some dope shit said, man.
HLTC, stand up, baby.
And look down here. Look down here on that star. Look at that star. Look what it says on the star for protein and starches. Not fit for humans.
What I'm telling you is,
you see that star right there? So I gotta get closer.
You feel me? Like back in the day,
it's crispy.
Starches, protein, not fit for humans. All this acidic food, all this vegan eat regularly. Nuts, seeds, beans. What like that, bro?
Are you the one?
I appreciate you, bro.
Straight dude.
I've been listening for a while, boy, and I'm kind of, I'm out, boy.
Yeah, even if you eat fruit, don't mix melons with other fruit. Melons, and if you notice, I've been on watermelon fast 2 and 3 days, and I was pissing faster when I drank water. I was coming firsthand. I thought something was wrong with me until I caught myself and was like, "Oh, I'm on a watermelon fast. That gotta be it." I literally was pissing every 20 minutes, bro.
That shit is crazy.
Like, I've been on a week watermelon fast. I'm not just talking this shit. I done been on grape fasts, taking herbs. I can show you my herb collection. I got herbs and pills right now. I done came on a live while I was doing that show.
You do gotta live it, man. Hey, I know those that talk and live it, man. Oh, I ain't talking it, man. If I ain't walking it, you know what I mean? I appreciate, man.
And dog, I came from soy. When I started this, I had not a clue. I was down in soy. I just started. I'm like, something ain't right, bro. There's more to it than this. Like I gravitated to CD and just kept growing. Kept doing what I do. Kept ignoring the people who say you need meat and all that. Well, time will tell. You'll see. I'll still be here. I ain't going nowhere. Fuck wrong with you? And dog, everything from my neck turning. My neck used to be real black. I used to be. That shit don't even do that. That shit's not black no more. Look, every little shit start changing, and you won't even know the truth.
What you say was black? I kind of.
Don't you know how heavier people got that darker neck? You know what I mean? Like their neck be darker than their shoulders and stuff.
Wow,
like
yeah.
That be
from turns be uneven.
They knees and joints, yeah.
That's just the reflection.
Blood in the areas, right?
That's just the reflection of a toxic colon and whole GI tract, because I'm getting rid of it. My shit lighting up. My shit been lightening up by the day, and I've been 2.5, 3 years vegan now.
That's exactly.
Well, that's like they look like they airbrush
all the way up to my neck. I used to wear shirts all the way up to my neck, be embarrassed of that shit.
It's just like a bad relationship. It took you a minute to get into it, and it's gonna take you a minute to
Yes,
get out of
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. It's not easy. I tell people all the time, just because I'm here, that don't mean you got to get here that fast. Be on your own journey. Cut up one protein a day. Like today, I'm not gonna eat protein with lunch. Little shit like that'll help. Or start doing the right food combinations. Don't eat protein with starches, and you'll see a difference right there.
It's easy to go back. It's easy to go back because once you start feeling good, you don't even realize that you had a problem.
every year.
It's real funny. It's like the problem when you start changing your shit, problems get fixed that you didn't even know you had. So you're not worried about that. And the problems that you did have that's now gone, you didn't even realize it's gone. You just feel good. So next thing you know is you go back to doing your normal thing, and that's when you realize you be like, oh, you know what? When you start coming back down, you know what I'm saying, you realize like, oh, you know what? I'm starting to feel that again, and I didn't have that problem for a while. And well, what's the difference? Well, I was on those herbs, and now I kind of not doing it the way I was doing it, because a lot of people don't like taking all these capsules every day, and that's because you don't like the way nature tastes. You're used to the taste of poison. The taste of poison is sugar and sweet, and nature really doesn't provide sweetness. You know what I'm saying? So, and when you realize that, you realize the majority of the stuff that we're eating is supposed to be bitter or hot, like spicy hot. These are the things that got all the nutrients and stuff in it, and we opposite of that now, and that's why we're fighting to put everything into our body, or drugs or anything to keep us going, because we start going downhill after 21. It's real. Once you start putting this back into your body, you see the difference. When your shit start going back down, then you start taking a whole bunch of herbs again, then you go back up, and then you start going up and down until you get it through your head that this is going to be part of your life. This is how you're supposed to be eating. You know what I'm saying? I said, so when you look at all of my herbs and all these capsules, and you look at all these bottles, I tell everybody, look at the picture of the plant that's on the bottle, because that's what this is. This is not a whole bunch of medicine. This is a salad with a whole bunch of different
Since we talking about
green
that, I
shit.
want to bring up this one, World, and that Josh, Gary.
Yeah.
Now y'all know how people do these mukbang videos. What y'all think about that? Like, is that over compulsive eating? Is that gluttony? Like, what is the purpose of them videos? And who actually watch somebody like actually stuff themselves?
What was the word you used again? Because I didn't hear you. It broke up.
Mukbang. I know what he's talking about. I've been running across.
Yeah, mukbang. You know,
whatever they call that shit.
Yeah, you know where it originated from Korea, because it's a popular thing in Korea. So that came over to the Western world, and people are actually now indulging in overeating. Yeah, gluttony, and they're indulging in overeating. They're doing videos where they eat like 5 buckets of KFC chicken, or you got this one guy, he eats a fucking huge ass burger, like 8 burgers put together, you know, like, and it's just different things they do with the mukbangs. They have
and that'll for sure fill your blood in your veins and all of that with grease, cholesterol.
Let's talk about that. Why
your body will be running them up.
So popular? Why is that so popular? And who wants to watch somebody overconsume themselves with food to that capacity? You know, it's odd. But
that's a narrative. I'm not sure that's definitely unhealthy. I've seen the video where there's a woman who wants to be, trying to get as fat as she can. She wants to be 600-700 pounds, and she goes out and eats a ridiculous amount of food.
Yep, and it's due to the mindset. Not to cut you off, Gary. It's due to the mindset of depression, and trying to live up to the next person's expectations. Maybe was.
But now people doing it out of popularity. They doing
it. That's it. That's even crazier. I think it was glorified with the Nutty Professor too.
They made TV because they know humans have a monkey see, monkey do mentality. You know what I'm saying? And they put these things out there because they want you to follow it. You know what I'm saying? They want you to do that shit because they know that if your body is in this condition, then you need them. You need the doctor.
Hold on a second.
Drugs.
But we thought there were the people that were anorexic who wanted to be skinny as models, and now you have the opposite, where someone's saying they want to have the biggest ass in the world, so they eat as much food as they can.
Yeah, but that's only going to get you the biggest stomach in the world, not the
No, she
biggest
don't care
booty.
about the stomach. As long as
But see, that's
her
not the
ass and her
purpose
tail
of these
continue to be
mukbang
spread out.
videos. It's just to eat as much as you can.
That's what
You
I
know,
told
you
you
get what
about.
I'm saying? It's not, oh,
Like I
I'm
said,
trying to get
I
fat
think
on
this
time.
is narrative
They just want to
pushed
eat
on
for
us.
the entertainment
Hey
of
now,
eating.
can
Yeah,
you
this sound like
show my screen
somebody's
for 1 second?
15-minute fame thing where they're trying to
Just
be
for
famous by
anybody who
eating a bunch
interested.
of food.
For anybody interested and want to know where I got that book with the information out of what book I got that out of, is this one. You know what I mean? If you can see my
Oh, cool,
screen.
bro. I got your book on
Okay.
display right now.
And I got it free in my PDF in my Discord. You can literally go to my Discord and download this book free, digital. I have
Okay,
it
I'm going
free.
to do that.
I have it free on my Discord. Just go to the Robert Morris section.
Hey, now I was on a live stream with Master Peace, right? And Master Peace was talking about, I don't remember the name of the actual drink or place that was doing it, but what he was getting at is that I think it was Food Source Plus or something like that. Whatever it is that he started explaining how when you pick fruits off of a tree or something like that, there's a certain timing that it's supposed to be done where you're getting the real nutrients that you're supposed to be getting, opposed to the fruits and stuff that we're eating that's being mass produced because they're just looking for quantity to sell to the people. He says so a lot of these things are picked
They come out
before it got
acidic.
its proper
And they
nutrients.
come out and you get them acidic. You're right. And keep in mind, and that's a big thing with these fruit things, like you're right, because they mass producing, so they don't give a fuck. They picking it just to make the money. They don't care when it's ripe. And bananas is the only fruit that's still ripen, that doesn't start rotting off the stem. Like when a banana starts getting brown, it gets healthier. You know what I mean? It's better for your body. That's the only fruit that does it.
Hold on,
Every one of them
wait a
start
minute,
rotting.
but bananas are cultivated though.
So it came from the ground. It came from the dirt.
Right, but they don't naturally grow the way they are. They're cultivated in order to get that yellow shape that you see.
No, but what I'm saying is, but still, with that being said, bananas still, every other fruit, once you pull it off the vine, it starts fermenting. Not bananas, is what I'm saying. It starts becoming acidic.
Right, that's because we cultivate bananas so that they don't grow naturally. They won't naturally grow the way you see a yellow banana.
And you know what also I learned from Master P?
I don't eat them bananas. I eat burros and the little miniature ones. I don't eat them big dumb ones you get from your grocery store. No.
Yeah, those are cultivated. That's what I thought you were talking about. Those are cultivated.
I eat the mini ones of burros. The ones you can cook for green. Because I used to cook them green for potatoes. If you get the burros green, you can use them as potatoes. And I used to do that often. Going through the seaweed, starting on the seaweed.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Hey, Vegan, there's something I picked up from Master Peace, and I want you to tell me what you think about that part.
Go ahead.
He says that
this is a mukbang.
Even if you are eating meat, that you're supposed to be having certain type of fruits that you're supposed to be eating at the same time that you're having the meat, because these certain fruits have enzymes in them, and it helps your body break down the stuff that's in your stomach.
Yeah.
But look,
you know what I'm saying? So
that would just erase everything I just told you about food combinations, though. If you
that's the reason why I brought that to you. That's exactly why I'm saying that to you, because I wanted you to tell me what you thought about that. Because he's telling me, he was saying, like, eat papayas and certain ones that have a lot of enzymes, so that can help you break down the meats that's in your body. You know what I'm saying? When you put it into your stomach.
I would say if you do that, you eat fruits for breakfast and meats for lunch or dinner, and don't do it the other way around, because meats take so long to digest. Some people say 4 to 8 hours, depending on what you eat. So let's say you eat breakfast, a bacon and egg sandwich, and then 4 hours later you go have fruit. That fruit can easily digest and catch up with that meat and fermentate and putrefy. Like that fruit digests so damn quick.
Hey, y'all see this?
That you should never mix it with meat. I don't care what he said.
I
told you that would just be asinine and backwards. You're gonna create fermentation and putrefaction in your gut right there.
What now? Now a person eating to things of this caliber, eating that much calories at one time. If you brothers want,
I don't understand that. I don't understand that mukbang shit.
Yeah, like I don't neither. I'm trying to figure out like she
But
gonna
it's
sit here and eat all that shit, yo.
but that's part of that scholastic mind thing, because you want to know why people get attached. Because the first thing they'll say is, it's studies to say I lose weight off this. It's studies to say, or he'll be on the camera, he might lose a little weight from the way he's doing it or whatever the
Hey,
fuck.
but you know, some of them they eat all this shit and then they throw it up after the video.
For
And
real.
that, yeah,
Wow.
man, that's wild. Yeah, man, I don't know what this is. It's a disorder to me. Like, I mean, because if they do videos like this on a regular basis, so couldn't
Do
that
you
be a
think
disorder?
do you think that go into the whole social media and attention thing and wanting
Yes,
likes and people to
yes,
follow you and fiending
yes,
for that
yes. And they be
likeness?
like, well, damn, I wouldn't think her because of her weight and the way she's built, like she would eat healthy, and then you watch the video, and this is a video she does every day,
Hey,
fucking
bro.
different
Hey,
things.
bro. I seen a mukbang with dude cut up like a motherfucking, like a fucking bag of dope, and he mukbang like, I'm talking like unbelievable food, like even a 400-pound man might look at and look crazy, but he was cut up.
Yes.
He was like cut up, bro. Like, I'm like, man, that's why people follow. They see his body, see he can get away with it. But I guess they probably don't see him in the gym fucking 8 hours a day though.
I'm telling you, this shit right here is wild. She got
I
2
don't know.
chicken sandwiches, an 8-piece of chicken. She got a fountain of cheese. Oh my God, there's too much cheese. And look at all these goddamn cut up wedges over there. Like,
So I guess that'd be like The Rock. Like, how many pancakes they say that The Rock eats?
The Rock,
he has-
he eat 1,000 calories a day, like 10,000 calories a day, or 100,000. He eat a shitload.
Yeah, because he got on that.
And then he works it all out.
Yeah,
He's
some kind of
like 1
extreme
meal a
workout.
day.
But he has to eat so many calories, so he eats like a ton of pancakes.
Yeah.
But he don't put syrup on it. I think he said he puts peanut butter on.
This shit is wild, man. Look at this dude. He fucking ate the whole fucking McDonald's menu.
Yeah, I've been running
That's
across this
crazy.
shit. Yeah, I've been running across this shit on my feed too. I'm like, what is this shit about? Like, what are
Yeah,
they
I
trying
had
to do?
I had to look at it, and I'm
And there
like,
be
yo,
some Bahamas that'll do weird shit like drink a soda then milk, or there be some crazy shit that just weird ass shit.
Hey,
What?
now look at
that's
this. He got food from every restaurant.
ain't no way he eating all that, man.
He eat all of it. Watch the shit.
Yeah, and it's more than
All
one.
this
I never
junk
even
food.
seen this dude. I didn't got other people across my feed doing. I never even caught this guy.
Yeah,
This shit is
yeah,
that popular.
man. I know they be having a big fat black girl.
A big
They
fat
got
black dude.
the other 2 sisters.
That's ew.
Look
I
at
seen
that.
this big fat black dude go to the McDonald's and get like 4 combos all together and eat them all, drink the soda and the fries.
No, you see the
And
one
try
where your boy
yourself.
be chugging the sodas?
Yeah, I done seen the soda ones, the milk ones. There's
Oh,
all types
how
of
can you
weird
chug
shit.
that much soda at one time, a whole 2 liter? Like, that is gonna fuck up your insides. That's so aesthetic. I mean, like I said, I eat chicken, but I have standards and limits to how I eat things, you know.
Oh, no doubt. You can feel that soda. You can feel that soda fire. Drink a soda and drink water behind
Yeah,
it.
and
It
it's a
will feel
fucking
like
2 liter.
it will feel like someone is putting a fire out in your throat. I want you to drink a soda and drink water right behind it, and watch the
Hey,
feeling.
Knowledge.
Now look, he gonna eat all this shit. This is crazy. He gonna eat all this shit.
Hey, I mean, unless
Hey,
they trying
Knowledge.
to be sumo wrestlers, I
I
don't
guess,
see why the
I
hell they
guess
be
not.
eating that much.
That's
Hey,
what I
hey,
said.
Knowledge.
Go ahead, brother.
Nah,
I hear you. I hear you. Go ahead.
it like you know how people say it's your metabolism for real to keep it 100 with you. I can eat 1,000 pounds of food, man, and I'ma still
Oh,
be the exact
that's me
weight.
too. I got a high metabolism.
Yeah, I
got a high
can't
metabolism.
pick the weight.
Yeah,
I can go on a
Or
protein.
overactive thyroid, what they call an overactive thyroid. When you breaking down
Yeah,
food too fast and you can eat a
my
lot.
dad's thyroid had to get took out. Did you know your thyroid regulate way more than just your food?
It regulates all unactive metabolism, blood, all it generates all that. I can show you that in this book, a breakdown of the thyroid and everything else, every endocrine gland. They all work together. But yeah, thyroid controls all metabolism. That's
Look,
food,
halfway
blood,
through the video, he got
all
half
that
this
shit.
shit gone, y'all. halfway through the video.
The
He got half
speed
that
of it.
shit gone. He is really eating that much shit. Look, he done ate 2 of the tacos right there.
The one dude, what's the one dude who started that? Used to go around to all the different cities and do that. He was on the cooking channel, the popular dude.
Oh, the black dude, right?
I think he was white.
Oh no, you talking about
He famous now. He a big, everybody know about him. He started this shit like on the reality show.
He ate at the Pablo Escobar restaurant
I
the
know what
other
you
day.
talking about.
He ate the Pablo.
You talking about that show, Man versus Food?
Might be where he would go around.
Yeah, I think that's what you talking about. Where he'd go around the country just indulging in like different restaurants that had like the steak eating challenge.
The food challenges, yeah. That's kind of like what they doing, right? The same idea, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like I said, man. If you ain't trying to be no sumo wrestler, like I don't know why.
Like, there's no purpose. Look at all this girl is eating.
Yeah.
It's like she just got everything from the buffet and just said, fuck it. I mean, to me, that's a meal for like 8 people right there. I don't know. Like if you eat meat and all that shit, that's a meal for 8 people right there. And maybe more. That shit, wow, man. I really been wanting to talk about the little mukbang videos because I figure, man, that's a odd thing that's trending right now. And people are entertained by this, but yo, this girl is like 4'9", 120 pounds, and about to eat all that shit. So you know she gonna throw it up. All that shit.
She gonna puke. Ain't no way you.
Man.
Yeah, she puking, man. Ain't no way your body can take all of that, man.
Man, I'm serious. This girl is 4'9", 120 pounds.
This shit is deception.
Goddamn, digest all that shit.
It's this. Yep. It's deception and it's full of law. I mean, it's full of
and so people see these videos thinking they could do it, and now I'm seeing brothers and sisters doing these mukbang videos. I can see if you're doing a video, you trying out a salad or something, and you're talking about it. But it's a little extreme when you get to this extent because you see somebody else doing it. Like, damn, I'm a little like her. Maybe I can do it. Now you done got influenced by this video, and now you're indulging in gluttony because you want to eat goddamn a massive ass meal that's enough for a whole damn family or 2.
Yeah, that's a family of 3, man.
Man, that's more than a family of 3. Look at all that shit.
No, I said a family or 3.
Right now,
3 families.
They can eat that.
It's like she
that's
went to
about
the
8
Chinese
people, man.
buffet. She went to the Chinese buffet and got every fucking thing on the buffet, yo. That's what it looked like. The noodles, the egg rolls, the chicken, the broccoli, the damn sesame chicken. Yeah, she got beef on there, the beef sticks. Like, god damn, yo.
That's straight up.
And it kind of makes me sick. Look, because she's dipping everything in that big bowl of shrimp sauce.
Yeah, like what the hell?
That shit'll kill her.
And she does this shit every day, and there's multiple people doing this every day. And now we thinking, I mean, I'm serious. Brothers and sisters, y'all know that. Y'all know brothers and sisters think it's okay because you can find a couple mukbang videos done by black folks. I mean, you know, don't have to necessarily call yourself black. I say black because people can understand where I'm coming from when I'm trying to speak as people with melanated skin. You got a bunch of black people doing this now.
Look at this now. It's like I hope people don't think all of that turn into no one little turd.
No, man, she's throwing that up. There's no way she's digesting all that,
you
bro.
Hear me? Yeah, ain't no way your body processing all of that into no little log.
Look,
she have shit up to her neck. She have shit in the back of her brain if she ate all of that. That's too much.
There's no way she's gonna eat all that.
Yeah, you fool. Anybody who thinks she eating all of that is foolish. Simple.
No, they thinking she eating all of it, so they go do a video and try to eat all that
shit.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Anybody who think that's real is foolish. And the people who got the nerve to put this on the this the shit that should be getting blocked. That's foolishness right there. And we need to call this shit out, man. All of y'all doing this gluttony shit, smiling and cheesing and grinning in this camera, man.
Hey, but
they make a camera for you to eat all you want to on the motherfucker.
But I was gonna say, like with them Japanese, I mean, I can halfway understand it with them because you know they highly revere them sumo wrestlers and shit. You know, like when Squid did that video, damn, showing the different sumos and shit. Like they eat a lot, but it don't be like, you know, like shit we eat like McDonald's and shit. They just be eating big ass pots of soup and shit, looking like big babies. And then they go out and compete against each other and wrestle in diapers and shit. But I mean, and that's a part of their culture. But other than that, it's like hell. I mean, I wouldn't see no reason why, goddamn, you would just be indulging and damn just overeating and shit and not working out and shit. Cause hell, you eat and you just let all that shit sit on your stomach and shit, man. You gonna get out of shape. You might look like a sumo wrestler, but them motherfuckers work out. So you know what I'm saying.
And I ain't gonna lie, I done seen what the sumo wrestlers eat. They eat this big bowl of noodles with everything. It looks kind of good. It look like I can eat that. But they even portion themselves out how they eat. They make these big soup bowls. You know what I mean? And that's better than the shit they doing right here. Like I said, them sumo wrestlers, they got a certain diet they stick to too. You know what I mean? I feel you on that, Q. If you ain't trying to train to be no sumo wrestler, you don't need to be eating all this shit.
Exactly. This dude he got $100 worth of KFC shit. Now this man, that's sad, yo. What the hell?
And he about to sit there and eat all that shit.
What the hell?
Like for real, brother like me in the hood, like, hold on now, man. I could have hosted a little get together with that.
Yeah, I could have fed the block $100.
You feel me? Yeah, man, that shit wild. And it shows you how they waste their money and they influencing people because people gonna go out and see if they could do it.
Bro, hold on.
There's
He
a
ate
$100
all.
challenge out.
He got
Let me see if I
$100
can-
worth of KFC and he ate it all.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
They all in the room. That's fact.
Y'all think that's healthy? That's crazy.
Hell no, that's not healthy. And my thing is, I don't be thinking like after the video is over, I think they throw this shit up, bro. Ain't no way in hell. I mean, because it's gonna sit on your stomach, and if he not shitting and throwing that up, look, he got Waffle House too.
Bro, let me tell you, man, eating them foods and eating protein, that shit like credit, bro. You gonna get it now, but you gotta pay for it later.
That's what I'm saying. Like now, okay, let's say you consume all this. What happens after that? Like, how's this coming out? That's what I want to know. Because this is so much. Look at all that food. Like I said, that's enough for a small little party if you was hosting a party. All you need is some drinks and you're good. So how is one man eating? Like, where does it go? 12,000 calories.
12,910 calories. That is crazy.
It ain't no way that you gonna eat tomorrow eating all that today. And what kind of person want to run around eating all of that death? That ain't nothing but death. What you think about that?
Man, I want to know where the hell this shit going after he consumed it, man. And then he washing it down with a fucking Dr. Pepper look like.
Right. It's one thing to want a cup of pop, but damn, you gonna become the whole damn 2 liter? Like you drinking a whole 2 liter, like that surpasses anybody's thing
because
they
your
thirsty.
stomach can't take that much food. Like you can't put
You
that much food in
can't.
your stomach at one time. That's how I know it's very improper. So
Yeah.
and with him consuming that shit, like he's gonna throw it up just like the little Asian girl. She's 4'9", 120 pounds. The same shit's gonna happen with him.
Facts. All of that shit is like drinking 2/5 of Hennessy. You can't do it.
Look, he can't eat each burger individually, so he takes a bite of each one. You get what I'm saying? Like he's trying to force himself to eat it.
Yeah, we done saw the hot dog eating contest and all that. You can't do it, man.
Man, fuck hot dogs.
Every one of them. Look, no, I'm just saying.
He got a 4-piece over there. He got popcorn chicken nuggets. He got a bucket of chicken. This is beyond a hot dog eating contest, man.
Yeah, I'm saying. But they eat an impossible amount of food at one time. This is what I'm saying. And when they done, they puke it up. They puke as they eating this shit. They can't. It's impossible to do.
So there was no purpose in eating the food in the first place, you know?
Like, yeah, they just showing dumb Americans.
And wasting money on unnecessary food.
Yeah, gluttony.
I'm serious. Like, I know some people. I know this neighbor. They don't got shit in their crib. You know, that could have been a meal for them for about a good 2 days. You know what I mean?
Fact.
mean,
They work, bro. And then they
real,
got
man.
like a
Like,
soup kitchen down there in
you
Columbia
waste
and
this
shit
money
like
just
that.
to
They
eat
don't
it,
give
to
people.
throw it up, man. You could have spent that money on food and gave it to somebody that needed it, man. If you was just gonna do that, do a little dumb video to get 1 million views to show people how much you can eat, it's stupid. And then you got them eat a little bit of green beans. Get the fuck out of here, man. This shit here.
Yeah, man, that's totally
And
disrespectful.
then he going to the big bucket.
You know what I mean? That's disrespectful to
This
the
is
animals that's
disrespectful,
being
man.
slaughtered.
People out here need that shit. But
Yeah.
that just goes to show convenience. Anything you want, you can get for a certain price, regardless if
But
it's
what's
good or
going
bad.
on? Yeah. It's
But
like that damn look, it's like that dude that was eating all them hamburgers on Popeye. He always was eating shit, had a little toothpick in his mouth or something. Y'all remember that shit? He always,
Yeah.
no matter what was going on, it could be a goddamn war running past. His ass be sitting there eating them little burgers like chips.
Talking
Yeah.
about it.
Y'all know what I'm talking
He
about?
would always say, "I'll gladly pay you tomorrow for a hamburger today." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'll pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that was gangster. He never paid him, never.
He ain't never pay up, man. He always came with the same gimmick, man. Steady eating hamburgers. Every time you saw him in Popeye, he was just tearing them burgers up, man. Killing them shits in one bite.
Wasn't he? Like chips, man, and he was always low-eyed and docile. You know what I mean? And he ate food just like this.
see, now look at the video now. Now he done ate just about most of the little family packs and all that. And now he's forcing himself to eat. Look how he looking. He looking like, man, I really don't want to eat this shit, but I done did a video, so I gotta eat. You're stupid. Look at him. You see him? Look how he's looking. He's tired. His body can't take no more, but he's forcing himself now.
Damn
See how
job.
he's just sitting there sighing, like showing you the food. He's not just grabbing the food no more and eating it. This is ridiculous, man. And kids watch these videos because I know my son watching. He's 11, and he watched these videos.
Yep, and if they watch it blindly or you know, crazily, man, they'll fall into that stuff. Hey, if I ain't into it, I don't watch it. How about that?
Yeah, some people
but
do
man,
anything.
listen, kids got an inquiring mind, you know. And my son, he watches videos, but I don't necessarily. He not.
I ain't talking about the kids. I'm talking about.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah,
he's not gonna fucking. He can watch the video. That doesn't mean he's gonna.
Yeah, he sure can.
My son to eat. My son will probably eat one chicken leg if that. I know my kids. I know how my kids eat. And my daughter, she says she doesn't eat meat. So no, she's not gonna. She's gonna eat everything but the fucking meat when you get to her plate. You know what I mean?
And yep, I think they can watch it long as they don't think it's something that they supposed to be doing. Like I wouldn't mind if my child said, "Daddy, come look at this. This is crazy." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you better not come and ask me to buy you 10 Big Macs. And don't let me catch you with 10 Big Macs. You know, trying to go into that type of mess that you see. You know,
hey, this is what the sumo wrestlers eat right here. They actually did a mukbang eating an 18.5-pound bowl of noodles.
Hey, if I don't trying to bring up topics or something like that. Y'all can always go back to what I'm asking right now later.
Oh man, go ahead, man. Hey, like I said, this is an open topic. We building, bro. But I just wanted to bring that up, man, because I see people doing this a lot, you know. Like I said, I want to talk about popular culture also, you know, bring awareness to things like of this nature. So when people, they can get a better understanding or be like, they can see what's going on, you know. I mean, because a lot of people, they disregard shit like this, but I think it's too much. Why are we so entertained by people eating these massive amounts of food, you know?
Yeah, well,
go ahead,
I
brother.
was working last night. I worked last night, so I missed the live streams and everything, right? And I wake up early this morning. I mean, after getting back, and I kind of looked on there and I saw that there was a stream I missed on Sanchez. So I played it right before I went to go to bed. Excuse me. After I got home, like maybe 4 or 5 in the morning, I started to play it as I started to fall asleep, and it's starting off all the way to the left. Like what the hell's happening? Like what happened? You know what I'm saying? Did I miss something that happened before this? Am I missing something from Discord or something like that? That's stirring up all of this shit with this dude. Like what happened with Huey P and Zone last night? Like what?
Oh man, I don't know
what the hell happened,
that, brother. I don't know nothing about
what they was on Bro Sanchez show yesterday.
I don't even be on Bro Sanchez show no more.
Me
so
neither.
I wouldn't be able to tell you, brother.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah,
they was on his show yesterday though.
Yeah. I guess, like I said, I was worked overnight. So when I got home, I looked on it and I seen there was a few things going on. So I said, all right, let me see what just happened real quick. And the next thing, and the shit started off within the first 5 minutes before I even fell asleep.
Zone was over here arguing with, not over here on Knowledge, but on Red Squid and who else panel yesterday, day before yesterday, he was arguing. So I guess it just carried over with the Bro Sanchez show. You know what I'm saying? And Red Squid said something about he didn't like he got his own interpretation of how the world is shaped. He go off some drawings and he was like boo-hooing on Bro Sanchez shit, and Zone got mad. Like we like what the fuck is wrong with you? Why is you if that man feel that way, that man feel that way. We don't have to stand up for Bro Sanchez. He got mad because none of us stood up, I guess, for Bro Sanchez work. And he didn't either. But he go back the next day screaming all that girl shit. That nigga a TV show, man. That nigga a Wendy Williams, Jerry Springer type dude, man.
Who we talking about?
Zoned out, man. That dude, nah, bro. Because I walked in on him talking.
Man, listen, I don't give
I heard the most raunchiest.
What he does is his content. You know what I'm saying? And what I do is my content.
No, but he was over here arguing with him and Red Squid before that. So that probably just
arguing with everybody.
Yeah,
that's his job.
He's a distraction, bro. You gotta look at him like a distraction.
Yeah,
like, I don't give a fuck what Bro Sanchez got going on or other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
That's his job, though, man.
No, it's not really. To be honest, it's not. To me, it's not really. It's not the Bro Sanchez show. It had to do with all of the panelists.
Yeah, I watched. I seen Sir Drop drop the video, man, and I was tuning in, and it was basically me and Gary checked it out before we went on air, and I listened to the beginning of it, you know, and basically he was just saying Bro Sanchez wasn't there to defend himself, and he was calling people,
but wasn't
names.
nobody?
He was calling people outside of their names and things of that nature. But I'm like, man, you really just so into Bro Sanchez and all this shit.
But it wasn't even that. He making it sound like it was that. It wasn't even that type of party. That man Red Squid just say he disagreed about the shit Bro Sanchez said about Flat Earth. He disagreed with Flat Earth.
And he got offended. And
he got offended and took that all the way to just everything knocking Bro Sanchez. Yeah. Anything Red Squid said about the Flat Earth and how he feel about it being a flower or whatever from his ancient drawing.
Express his sentiments. That's his
I kept it neutral. Look, I kept it neutral and I'm blocked from Bro Sanchez. So I said, bro, but you can't sit here and take some ancient drawings on the wall because that's the same thing Bro Sanchez do.
Red Squid, I see you in the chat, bro. Drop your email so I can bring you in.
Yeah, bring him in because that's how it happened. It started with that shit. And Red Squid stand on what he says. I didn't say, like, he making it sound like we was just over there just throwing tomatoes at Slim and it wasn't like that.
No. And I listened to the very beginning of it. He's talking about, oh, you going over listening to Bro Sanchez and then coming back and making it like you was the first motherfucker said some shit.
And it's on live. Like and you can find it. It was live. We wasn't.
Yeah, that's like, man, listen, I don't need Bro Sanchez to tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking knowledge uprising. I'm Lindsay.
He just had his little pom out. He was on something.
None of that shit.
He need all them people. Like he kept name drop. He keep talking about I've been on Bro Sanchez show.
Yeah,
like he need all that shit to carry for his words to carry weight, and it's like, dog, we not here for that over here, bro. That don't make what you say any more valuable because you said it on the Bro Sanchez show. Well, you been on Side Netta show.
You said it on Bro Sanchez show, so that means you got it from Bro Sanchez show, and now you're trying to bring it over here and make it look like, oh,
In
You were the
reality,
first
and like
one with
in reality, the things, them dudes are dudes on the screen. Them dudes are dudes on my telephone screen. You tripping right now, bro? Like
All
you
right.
are
So
really
listen,
Hey,
tripping.
listen.
I'm not trying to
You
bring
are
up a sore thumb or
tripping.
Hey,
nothing like
Go
that.
ahead,
I
Oh
only
my
Gary.
asked
Go
you
ahead,
God,
hey,
Gary.
questions.
bro.
listen. My headset going dead, so I'm gonna catch you later, Chief. All right.
All right,
All
Gary.
right, guys. All
Like you
right, y'all take
tripping,
it
bro.
easy.
All right,
Peace.
hold
Yeah.
down, Gary.
Yeah. I'm not trying to like, start up a thing on it. I just found it to be that was like the most disturbing, uh, 5-10 minutes of before I even fell asleep, and it just started of any bill that I've ever heard. I just thought that this was the most absolute, like, what the fuck just happened here?
Hey, but see,
Like, how
one
did we
word.
get to this point?
Hey, one word. That's his job, bro. I'm telling you, man. Certain cats like that'll come around just to cause a disruption. That's their job, man. Cause they don't do that shit on nobody else's channels. They just come to ours and do that shit, man. Just
And
trying to disrupt
I
the
ain't gonna
bill.
lie. That's why I'm kind of skeptical about dude with the ring. What's his name? I used to call him Bro Sanchez backup boy. What's his name? Masterpiece. I'm skeptical about him. I mean, nah, I ain't been nah. If you can't go against somebody and have your own thoughts, and you going with everything the dude said, basically you're just trying to promote his agenda. You're trying to keep that shit going because your agenda on your own, you don't personally know. Yeah, I gotta watch
Right.
that motherfucking Masterpiece too. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just being
I
honest.
respect
That's just
that. I
my
respect
opinion.
that right there.
The way one goes. Let's keep it straight 10,000. All right. What is it that that y'all got against dude? Because I've been trying to figure this shit out. I'm like, okay, because we all different motherfuckers. The only difference is dude got like a big ass following, so he really can't come
Well,
all
see,
the
we
way.
ain't got nothing against nobody, man. We come together and we build together. We talk about different subject matters and things of that nature. And people might bring up, oh, well, when I was on this channel, or, oh, well, I was talking to somebody the other day. Said that doesn't necessarily mean we have something against somebody. Like I said, we
Okay.
all coming together and building. You get what I'm saying? We
Oh
not
yeah.
coming here to cause conflict of interest. We coming here to get a better understanding of where all our minds are at.
Right.
I can tell
Right.
you
Now
what I
that's
got against.
real shit. But then you had the trolls. You still got trolls. Like you have motherfuckers come trolling us for him. Like, how's you trolling us? We ain't even thinking about dude like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to be on disagreements and this, that, and the third. It's when motherfuckers start
Man,
trolling,
that's why I stay
thinking,
off motherfuckers' channel. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't HOTC
yeah,
I'm rocking with, I stay off their fucking channel, man. Because they're gonna be like, oh, well, you just was over here. No, I ain't got time for that shit. Fuck that. Just being honest.
that's
Just being
real.
honest, family.
Hey, I'm gonna be real. I let it go. I let bro go. Like after we had our meetup in Atlanta and shit like that there. Because hell, right after that, he did a video and shit. And then hell, they went to talking about us again and shit, talking about something. We had a Mason meetup and shit. Like, man, look, I ain't got time
And
for that
say we
shit.
was gang stalking them, talking
Yeah,
about we
and
was going
gang
to kill
stalking
them.
them and shit, man. Look, I
He
ain't
was
got
talking
time.
about Brandon and all that. I remember that live, man. Like, man, I ain't watching this shit.
Wow.
Word.
Man.
So like I
Yeah.
said, I let it go.
Talking
Maybe y'all
about
heard. He
y'all
met
coming there,
maybe.
y'all
Wait a
put
minute.
y'all
Hold on.
ass
Wait, hold
everything,
on.
you
You
know.
said what? Hold on. I'm
Time
lost too.
That video was about y'all?
What are y'all talking about right now?
Yeah, that video
video
was
about
about us, man. That first one he did was about us, man. Yeah.
But look, knowledge, that came from allergic to bullshit. He thought allergic to bullshit was HOTC. Allergic to bullshit sent some people to his crib for real to meet up with him. It was supposed to be a dude. And
Yeah,
that big
Allergic was rocking with us at first, and then he went to them other niggas,
right?
the APS or some other niggas. He rocking with some other niggas now. Yeah, I know.
Now listen, here's what happened. So when Allergic sent the dude to his house, supposed to pay him some money to do a seminar or something, right? 2 chicks end up showing up. They stay for like 3 minutes and say, okay, love you, and leave. He like, hold up. Is these niggas down the street? So now he putting Allergic to bullshit, the ones who
Man,
sent him,
he
and
called
he
out
tagged.
Brandon too. He talking about one of y'all is a firefighter.
Listen, bro, you gotta look at psychology, bro. If he thinking Allergic to bullshit is the forefront of HOTC, and then boom, Allergic to bullshit pull that shit off, he gonna be like, yeah, Brandon a fireman too, right around the Nipsey Hussle, and you know for the show. But I'm telling you why he thought that. He thought allergic to bullshit was like me or you or somebody Huey, and allergic to
But at the
bullshit.
same
What?
time, man, you know we come on his platform all the time, man.
Oh,
If he want to say something about HOTC, bring us in there and we can address the issue. But don't try to call us out and make it seem like, oh, we gang stalking you. And when one of us come in and type hashtag HOTC and 8 other motherfuckers start typing HOTC and shouting us out, you think that's fucking with your screen. You know what I'm saying? Well, then
no,
don't do with us.
no,
That's
he
why
shot us out too, though. In the same token,
man, I can't deal with that shit, man. Like I
no,
still
you
got a
up.
grudge about that shit, man.
Drop.
I don't
Man,
give
Drop,
a
I'm
fuck
telling
if he was talking about allergic.
No,
I
he
still got a grudge about that
hey,
shit.
hey, Drop, I'm telling you, bro. Only thing you gotta
shoot
do.
HOTC out all the time.
Hey, Drop,
I
I'm telling you.
can't.
All you gotta do is goddamn, cause see, K4Y sent it to me, damn time marks. Damn, you remember that video he did on is Dr. Sabi a shaman or a sham? Goddamn, it was it was at like the 4 hour and something mark and shit. Where they brought it up, our trip to Atlanta. This was after the gang stalking shit. Cause I was about to hit it though. Yeah, this was after. So he was still talking about us. He was still talking about us. And he actually named Huey. And he said on that video, I'm not fixing to say nothing to y'all in real person that I wouldn't say on a hangout. So I'm not trying to meet up with none of y'all. Word.
Man,
If you think I'm lying,
I
go
did
back
not
and
know
look
he
at the
was talking
video.
about y'all.
No, I know you
Word,
ain't
bro. He
lying.
even named Huey.
Yeah,
He
man.
even
Like
named
when I
Huey.
seen that, I was like, oh, he really gonna do that. He really gonna do that. Oh, okay. I ain't watching this dude, man. Nah. And then just like he did with Phil the Advice Show, he talked all that shit and then go on this show and apologize. Nah, fuck that, bro. What you said is what you said. You know what I mean?
He said stand on it.
Then
I mean, motherfuckers grown though. You could say. I'm saying that you can say what you can say what
reference to HOTC or something of that nature.
Word.
Also, so you know, I said let me piggyback and let me see how this dude react to motherfuckers. And I see he did the same thing with Phil the Advice Show. You know what I'm saying? He talked all that shit about him. Did like 3 videos on all this swirling type shit and other things. And then he get on Phil the Advice Show and start apologizing. Get the hell out of here. Say, oh, I'm gonna take the videos down. Man, nah, man. What you said is what you said. You wouldn't have did 3 live streams about that shit and then give them an apology, man. Fuck that.
All I'm saying is you can do what you want to do. It'll never affect me no kind of way. You understand?
Yeah, my point exactly. Yeah. But still, if he's addressing us, I feel like you said, we might have trolls come over from there. They come over here, oh yeah, man, and nah, they trying to strike our videos and shit. Nah, fuck that. We ain't even worried about that dude. He not even in our fucking round.
And then on top of that, KU, he downplayed everything we did, you know what I'm saying, as far as with that meetup and shit, because he made it seem like we just went to do some community service work and pick up paper and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and you know he got a bigger following and shit, so he turning people away like, oh no, I ain't meeting up to go pick up no paper, you know?
Hold up, Quentin. Say that again, bro.
Real shit. You think I'm lying? Go look at the video. He said, I'm not fixing to meet up with y'all so we can go and pick up paper.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta watch the video to understand why I'm coming.
So how he hold on. I got a question, bro. He knew y'all. So how he know y'all met up in Atlanta? How he know all that though?
Because I'm
lost. I
certain people around us.
I'm gonna tell
you. Hold up. I'll tell you real quick. Cause see, we was goddamn on the way out to the land and shit. And then bro had a live going, and Huey hopped on, and he was letting people know, goddamn, we getting the community started. Illustrious Cook line ass talking about some goddamn, oh, I'm out there, I'm gonna send 8 people out there to help y'all. Man, ain't nobody show the fuck up.
And I got another question. Why? I got another question. Wait, Q. I got another question. Okay, now you know that. So how do he assume it's about him though?
Because of what Illustrious Cook
How do he assume?
Because you know Cook be always bragging about he a Mason and all this stupid shit. It's fake.
She's saying out here.
So that's Cook done been on a couple live streams with us. So he's like, oh, well, you been with him, you must be HOTC. So next thing you know, and so many
Yeah,
words
so
he
now
was
it look like
calling
we had,
us out, man. Like,
so now it look like we had a Mason meetup to just go pick up trash and paper and shit, man. Like, yo, man, I
Mason
don't
meet
like
up.
that shit, man.
Oh shit, man, they gotta quit with that he say she say shit, man. They gotta go ahead with that. Too many grown men talking about what he said, man. She said this shit bananas. This shit bananas. And they never met each other in real life. He said she said on the internet. This shit is crazy, man.
Hey, I
Mm.
Fat Vegan just did a mic drop.
yeah, because right after that, he started talking about how he was in the military and all this and that, and how he arrived for his brothers and all this shit, and talking about how he got people arrived for him.
He a lying ass nigga.
What else into your skin, then you'll be to master.
Man, that shit funny. That's some shit. Y'all got some shit going on. That's like some TV show. Like he knew him, and then he think it was about him. And, wow.
Man, listen, no, Vegan. See, you missed everything I said, man. You missed everything I said.
I might
It ain't
have.
even about what he's saying.
Go ahead.
It's about the fact that he trying to downplay what we actually did. Fuck what we saying. What we actually did out there versus what the fuck he trying to promote.
What did he say? Y'all was? Well, he said y'all was meeting up for him, right?
No,
he was calling us Masons that we was having a Mason meetup or some shit.
You missed what I said.
Yeah,
man.
he was talking about we was having a Mason meetup and shit.
No, the only reason why it's prevalent
and now
is
we
this.
gang stalking him.
Here's why this shit prevalent.
So
He be having like, listen, bro. He be having like 3,000 people watching. So if you play it down like, yeah, they Masons gang stalking me. It's not just our little 40, 50 people that's watching us. You got 3,000. You know what I'm
all
saying?
of them gonna think, oh
So
shit,
it
them
paints a
HOT
bad-
niggas, they Masons and they gang stalking those tests. So they gonna come over to our channels and troll. You know
He
what
ain't never did that shit to me, man. I don't know, man. I get all love, man. I don't know. So now I gotta see what type of love he's showing y'all. Maybe
it's all love. It's all love, yeah, when you're on that show. But goddamn, when he addressed our ass, wasn't nobody on that show that day. I think Sir Drop, you came in probably later after he was rambling on about that bullshit. But you feel me? I was in the
feel
chat.
you. Because if I get, but if you say it to me, then I can be like, hold up, bro, like that. But if you just talking on a live stream, man, you could talk about anything you want to, man. You a grown ass motherfucker, man. It's when if you're talking to me now and I feel I'm disrespected at the point of impact, then I might, I get out my whole hookup, start calling everybody bitches, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be done blacked out. But if I hear somebody talk about me, I'll be like, man, that motherfucker goofy as hell. Like when Allergic put them fucking memes up Brandon and Bro and all them, I was like, man, that shit corny as hell. I ain't give a fuck. If it was a meme of me, I'd be like,
the shit was
nigga.
silly and callous. I seen that too.
But if Allergic say it to me, we gonna have to handle that because I ain't the one to bite my tongue and I do got a temper, so it turns into. But nah, I don't think it's that deep, man. I think motherfuckers is paranoid and they annoyed it. You know what I'm saying? They think
Agreed.
that's all it is, man.
Agree. I think niggas is dumb paranoid. They get this truth in them and get the fucking trip, smoke a couple blunts and get the fucking tripping, man. For real.
Hey, you know what I think I see? This is what I see. I'm giving y'all my I guess I feel like I'm the uncle out of everybody. I love all y'all spirits. I swear y'all all got like a different side of me.
Nigga, I'm 44.
I guess I'm an old man now. I'm an old man now. I see the problem is that bro ain't personal with us. Like how and because we all are more personal with each other, so we have a knowing and understanding. We dealing with each other's shit. We're more like friends, and he's not doing that with us, and that's why we're missing a certain.
He don't
aspect.
connect with us like how we connect. Yeah.
Right. We're missing that aspect, and that's why he can sit there and think something crazy like that when we'll be like, "What, bro? What the hell?" That's why even me hearing that, like, no way he's talking about y'all, because I really thought that he had the connection with us, like how I got the connection with all y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
and I can see that he don't.
I'm begging y'all to please just go back and look at that video. Is Dr. Sebi a shaman or a shaman? Y'all
Man,
see
y'all
exactly
gotta
what I'm
check out
talking
that
about.
video. Q ain't
He
lying.
he
Hey, you
actually
cool, Star?
named Huey. He actually named the meetup we had in the A, and he talked shit about it, saying we
But
just met up to go and pick up paper and
Yeah,
shit.
Star
hey,
Yeah,
look,
cool,
he
Q.
did. He
man.
Hey,
did,
Q.
man. He said we
You
was
gotta,
trying to gang
you
stalk him
gotta
and
cue
kill him.
that. Hey, you gotta cue that joint, man. His video's like 8 hours long, man. How we gonna
Hey,
find
hold on 1 second, because K4Y had time marked it for me. He sent
man?
it
I'm
to me
not
on
gonna be able to
Discord.
find.
1 second, I'm gonna put it in the back. Hold up.
Yeah. Oh, you got the Q? You gonna put the Q in the back?
Yeah.
All right.
Because we
Yeah,
all
cause
had shared it in
I'm
the
like
back
I'm
chat
like
when
one
we
world,
first
one
did.
hood. Like where? How did he know or why? Where's all this coming from? I need to, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
maybe I
now
need to
see
see the
that
video.
now that's facts
I'm
right
back.
there. I feel you on
I'm
that.
back.
Like, how did you know anything about what we had going on? I feel you.
Yeah, I know that was because Huey was on talking. I was gonna say that, but he just took the words out of my mouth because I'm in on all of the things as it's going along. I did hear them all. It's just like I guess certain little parts just jumped over my head that I missed.
Yeah, I knew they was meeting up, but how did Bro Sanchez name get involved though? How?
Right, because he didn't meet up.
I even seen Q and Huey on the live together down there. How did
Man, I'm about to
Slim
tell
even
you.
get involved in that?
I'm about to tell you. He went.
Oh.
He had a live panel going, right, and he downplayed it like they was picking up trash on community service, and they called a case. That's how he played it, and then he called it a Mason meeting. From what I'm gathering out the story, because I ain't here. So they called it a Mason meeting, and they was doing community service, like like it wasn't shit, like that wasn't big. But we like down there the first community that ever linked up together from different fucking cities. You understand? So instead of playing that angle, like man, these niggas really done hopped on buses and planes and really connected together off meeting on a private chat on my fucking show. That's how he was supposed to play it. And they saying, I see how I'm building. Instead of playing it like that, they saying he played it like it was some sucker shit and niggas really Masons type shit.
Exactly.
Well, I thought that he played it the right way.
I just put the time mark in the back. Only thing you got to do is go and look at that video, go to that time mark, and listen for about 5 minutes. That next 5 minutes was just about our meetup. I promise you.
Yeah,
And
Q,
that
because I
explained
saw
everything.
the live
All right, I'll
when
be
you
right
and Huey
back.
was together.
I'll
Because
be
I'm
right
like
back.
one world. Because I'm like, how the fuck his name even get involved? Why does this have anything to do with him?
Oh my God.
Like I'm like baffled.
They don't want us to meet up, man. They want to do this YouTube shit forever. I figured that out a long time ago, man. That's all it is, man. He a YouTuber. Well, I mean, why else would you be trying to downplay what we did, man? Like,
and they logo is a one-eye symbol, y'all.
Y'all niggas stay on point, nigga. That's what's up. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, he said one eye symbol. He was talking about us. You gotta watch the video. You gotta watch the video.
Hold up, bro. I saw this one because I even said, man, I even got on there and he ain't say that shit at that. But anyway, he was like, and he was like, they logo a one-eye symbol, y'all. He was like, and look, one of their members
is a firefighter.
Firefighter. Ain't that
Yeah.
crazy?
And he talking about, man, they gang stalking me, trying to take my life. I'm gonna let y'all know if y'all.
He was paranoid, bro. That was allergic to bullshit. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
If I'm dead, y'all know who did it. Some old dumb shit like that, Sanchez said. Sanchez was on some bullshit that day when he did that video. Huey, peace, God.
What's up, Huey?
Huey, what's good, G?
But go ahead, Q, and finish telling them, bro. You can.
But see,
what happened, man? I'm missing. I'm late. I'm to the show late, but I right on time. You hear me?
Man, we talking about when Bro Sanchez
Huey.
had called us out that time. He did that live.
Yeah.
Hey, Huey. As a matter of fact, because you was there with me in the A. Now you remember when you got on, damn, and what's the name? You was talking to Cook, and he said he was gonna send them people out there to help us and shit. He said he was gonna send like 8 people. Did anybody show the fuck up?
No, because they was calling though. He did call, but they didn't ever come out to meet. You feel me? And they came out the next day, and I really didn't catch his call that day because we was out there. We ain't have no signal out there. You feel what I'm saying? So they was calling. I give him that. He did call. He called several times. So But it's just the fact of the matter that they was talking about this shit. You feel me? And it's all good because they scared. This is the shit I be talking about. Motherfuckers is scared to come from behind the thing, and you can't get mad at us for doing it. All right.
Thank you.
can't
That's
get
my
mad at
whole
us for
point.
doing it and then calling us agents and all of this shit when y'all are agents. And
Yeah, calling us name. Don't call us out though. You feel me, Huey? Don't do that to us.
Yeah, this
Why
why we.
why Sanchez with his
I'm glad drop and showed the shit.
Hey man, I'm just telling y'all this, man. I'm not about to. This shit is too corny for me to like even be a part of. This is all I'm saying. I don't know. It seemed like it trickled from. All right, he was paranoid. He thought niggas was stalking him because we so goddamn dope. Okay, now it comes to find out he realized, yeah, I was wrong about that. Okay, now it's under the rug, right? Okay, he played down the meeting and such and such and such and such. Who give a fuck? Niggas play down niggas I know every day. Like, who give a fuck about that? What I'm saying is, regardless of the fact we wouldn't know each other throughout that line, guaranteed. You understand what I'm saying? So
facts.
So all the emotional part of things, I don't give a fuck about Trump for real, nigga. Make sure that goddamn EBT card get loaded for my niece, nigga. That's all I give a fuck about. You understand? I don't care about Trump's a racist. Who gives a fuck, bro? Who gives a fuck about that nigga like that? He not in my world. What you say is my world and it's your world, and it's when you like to put the worlds together, that's my new fairy tale. It's my world and your world and their world. When you like to put our worlds together.
That's dope. That's
Let
dope.
the kids get a melody, goddammit.
Hey, that's dope. Hey, listen though, but guess what? You right, bro, because we all met on Bro's channel, and no matter how many times motherfuckers tried to go hate on us to him, we still showed and proved that that wasn't our character. You feel me? So, and this is another time that we still proving that ain't our character, regardless if you are that. Because Sanchez never said that he was coming down here to meet us down here in Atlanta. He never came on no channel with the back chat with us. So it ain't no hate towards him. We met through him and we was able to do something else. So that's what we doing. We advancing. It ain't no hate towards him. We still go back and show the brother love. We ain't got no hate towards that nigga or no grudge. So is this nigga goddamn zoned out that's got this nigga name in his mouth like he done came in it. His name is coming out this man's mouth like he done came in this nigga's mouth.
Hey, but see, that was my whole point, Huey. Like he see we doing real life shit and they just YouTube.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't watch
They just
Sanchez no more, man. Fuck that.
That's all good to each one who don't. I ain't been over there in a minute either because you can see the shit and we ain't got to call all this shit up, but we can see it. Anybody can call this shit out, nigga.
Exactly.
All y'all niggas, you want to be on fucking side there. All in fucking cahoots. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if you like it or not, nigga. You don't want that smoke. Nigga, he don't want that smoke.
Man, that nigga Sanchez sus. That nigga sus as fuck. That nigga suspect like a motherfucker.
Because you go through all that exposing and doing all that shit. When that heat was on that channel last night, you didn't want to go to that channel because you know we was gonna expose a whole lot of shit. Because you don't want to ask me certain questions because I'm gonna hit the fucking roof. Period. And niggas know this fire when I've been on it. This is how I met all y'all. Straight up, I've been this fucking way from the gate. I've been talking about flat earth before I even seen flat fucking Sanchez. My homeboy turned me on to that nigga. Facts. I ain't know nothing about no fucking YouTube conscious community, no fucking side netter, none of that shit until 2 years ago. I don't give a fuck about none of them niggas because I'm out here on my shit. Ain't none of these niggas advancing and doing nothing that's talking about literally helping. What's gonna help right now that I'm telling you, whether you like it or not, I'll be talking this goddamn contract law and health, and I'm out here proving it. And a nigga can't goddamn tell me that I ain't out here living it.
Hey, yeah, that law and that health shit is gonna change niggas' lives, bro, in real life, nigga.
Real life. And give them their power back. Let them know that shit ain't all spookism and Mason.
That's why I give power to the people, God. That's why
we already know. Huey, that's why I'm here, bro. I know. I got my own lane and I'm still here. Like I didn't.
Sanchez, I've been told Sanchez, even when goddamn now go ahead and live this and drop this to this nigga. I've been told him, even with the nigga Dexter came on in and dropped all them gems on that motherfucker. All the more, you would think that's bullshit because you keeping people away from the real shit. You'd rather still talking about the black and white shit or Nipsey Hussle or all the fuck shit, nigga, than talk about the shit that we talking about in our community every day, nigga. You want to talk about the shit that they putting on the news and they tell you what to say so you can get those hits and them likes and them super chats to keep up the rhetoric with the bullshit. And this coming from Huey P, nigga.
Hey, thank you, Huey. Thank you. That's all I was trying to say.
Fucking zoned out, illustrious cook, vegan warrior, bro Sanchez, Sinetta. That's from all you motherfuckers from the HOTC now. Now y'all soundbite that. Y'all soundbite this shit. Because this shit is gonna get real. And I'm tired of playing with these fuck niggas. Period. And I take all of them. Anyone who want to wear their shoe in the fuck nigga shoe, put your motherfucking foot in the shoe, you fuck nigga.
Yeah, man. That's why I said, man, like I ain't got time for that shit, man. And it's like we coming in most of them motherfuckers goddamn shows. They got
they bringing it here though, and they got us on that Wendy Williams shit, and we was never like that. Like we don't do that he say she say. Not
yeah,
from what I
never did that. We came over here doing no other shit. Now we talking about Bro Sanchez.
Yeah, like come on, man. We like to build over here. We never been on no. He said, and Bro Sanchez said that he thinking about us in Atlanta. Man, where is these grown men? What the fuck is we talking about right now? And this shit is internet, and this internet he say she say. This shit is baffling to me, bro. My mind is like, my mind is spinning.
And matter of fact, since we on Bro Sanchez topic, I'm gonna let it all out. I had to watch that motherfucker because when we used to be in back chats and we wasn't live, his ass be stealing our shit and listen to our shit.
Yep.
Listen to our shit and go live about the shit we just was talking about, man.
Word.
Man, fuck real, that nigga, man. That nigga used to be stealing our shit, bro.
Man, we don't. Bro, every one of us in our cities right now, that nigga ain't paying none of our bills, man. Them niggas is niggas on screens, man. Like them niggas is tripping. Like he say, she say for niggas on screens. I don't. Come on, man. I got family. We got real problems around us, bro. Each one of man, that shit. Keep that shit. I'm like drop, man. This shit is goofy.
We gonna discord all that shit. We gonna
this shit goofy.
And we gonna let you know this, right? This
the more and like what I'm saying is the more we feed it, the more you feed the pigeon, the more it come back. We gotta stop feeding it, bro. Cut the cord. Stop entertaining it.
Hey, Fat bitch, you gotta be honest, bro. You don't into the shit, bro. But it's the time and the place where you gotta nip the shit in the bud because it keeps coming around us.
You know how you nip it in the bud? Don't entertain it. Most of this shit is new news to me. By me not knowing that shit and following them niggas, and I don't know none of this shit, most of this shit. So it's like,
we never entertain it, but it's there though.
It's there.
And that's what's the problem with shit, because then it linger in the air. Because what people don't realize, when the shit is in the atmosphere, is in the atmosphere.
But look,
listen, Vegas, real quick. Only reason I brought it up is because you, like you just said, you didn't know. That's the only reason why I'm in.
And if them niggas is playing on he say she say, that's a reflection on their character. They hold whores.
Yeah, that's whack, man. Because you got to get that shit from the source, nigga, from the horse's mouth, man. Come on, we all know that
games
shit.
Is we playing? Like these niggas is going on he say she say on the internet, and the nigga who biting on that and running with it, he a whore. Not just the one man. Come on, man.
Ain't nobody biting, bro. He bites sometime. I say he do because he'll do the shit like you said when he'll say something about us, but then he has to retract, and that's nothing wrong with that. Ain't no wrong bringing it to fact, right? And you have to retract because you just addressing some shit. That's why I be waiting on the motherfucker to put my name in the shit. The only reason why I'm so piped up right now because the nigga got on the channel and he said Huey. He said fucking Fat Vegan. He went the name. Nigga,
hold on. He named your name, bro.
Hold on.
Man, I'm telling y'all, man. I put it in the back chat. I put it in the back chat.
Hold on, this was last night.
Hey, that nigga Fat Vegan and Huey, both y'all niggas is the truth, nigga.
Hold on. Hold on.
Bro, what did he say last night? He said,
the nigga zoned out last night, went on Bro Sanchez last night. and told that nigga that we was motherfucking over there, goddamn, just dogging him out, and we went to his name.
Wow. Hey, Drop, you hear this? Hey, Drop, you hear this? Hey, Drop, you hear this clown shit?
Remember, I kicked him out the thing because he trolled for like 2 hours.
And
He
you
was so patient.
hey, look, you just did a video, right? You just did a video drop and just showed what happened on your channel. That was the next.
That killed them, didn't it?
Yeah, that killed them. Check this out. Y'all ride with me for a second, because this shit is all energy. Y'all, I just came on here. Y'all on the same energy that I was on my fucking channel. So you know how connected we are. This is the vibe. For a second, y'all, because I fuck with y'all the strong way. Check this out. Now, last night, the nigga went on there. I was ready to bite the nigga whole head off. And I just been fucking off them in the real world. We might not, in the spirit.
What y'all talking about?
This nigga zoned out. All right. So this nigga is a
I heard that nigga trolling, man. I turned that shit off, bro.
Now, let me get to it real quick. Last night, nigga went on fucking Sanchez and name dropped. Oh, goddamn, Fat Vegan, Huey P, Red Squid, Mind's Eye. Them niggas some fuck niggas, bro, Sanchez. Them niggas is over there. Them niggas over there still.
Hey, that nigga's if he dropped my name. Hey, hold on, Huey.
And Vegan broke it down to him. But go ahead, Vegan.
Hey,
Vegan broke the whole shit down to him.
I was gonna say.
Hey, y'all. That nigga was fucking with Red Squid too. Y'all ain't peeped that shit.
Hold on, I know. Hold on, Star. Hold on. For that nigga to say my name, that nigga's a whole clown, because you can ask Drop. I checked him right at the door, and he said, "Oh, my bad, that wasn't you." So he just went over there and still dropped my name.
Fat Vegan. And Mind's Eye was like, nigga, my mic was muted when y'all was doing that whole shit. Like, Mind's Eye was like, my mic was muted. I was drawn. Fat Vegan was like, said what he said, and dude like, oh, that was you? Oh, what was just me and you? So for him to go on the panel after he already acknowledged it was just me and you back and you, bro, and go on the panel and say Fat Vegan, he was just mad he got booted out the room, man. But
Facts, Drop. And fix that, Drop. I'm not even. Hey, look, I'm the nigga that's never going to entertain and go find Bro Sanchez to check that. You gonna have to fix that, Drop, because I give 2 fucks. Like it's a real world out here I'm dealing with. I'm not entertaining that he say, she say.
I give a fuck about the community enough to try to.
Let me break this shit down, so you can do away with this fuck nigga right now. Check this out.
Hey, Zone is a whole whore. If he did that, he's a whole whore, because you heard what just happened.
This is my
point. I checked that nigga at the gate, and he was like, "Oh, my bad, that wasn't."
The evidence is there, bro. Drop just did the right goddamn thing. He dropped it. He just did a drop on it. If y'all go to Sir Drop's last video, he just dropped that shit. It's right there.
I see it. He dropped it like 10 o'clock this morning. I watched
he dropped that shit about 10 o'clock, and he played the whole fucking footage right there. It's the proof in the pudding right there. Now check this out.
And I didn't even know that.
And check this out. I just seen it now. Y'all follow me for a second now, because I'm gonna pull up some shit for y'all. I ain't saying I'm dead ass serious with this shit. We bringing receipts. How they talk about? They talk about receipts, and I don't give a fuck about this shit. But it's just the fact that this nigga is a fuck nigga, and this is how agents. I want to show y'all. This is the agent behavior. This is the
agent provocateur. The agent provocateur, motherfucker.
Facts, man. Fucking with us when we ain't even fucking with them, man. Facts.
Fucking with us when we ain't fucking with them, and we're proving it right here. So this is what this is all about. Period. It's just us being who we are, so we know that we are. So we standing on our shit. Period. Fuck what anybody else think. And then, after this, we done with it. Period. And we moving on back onto our bills. Now check this out. Can I screen share?
Yeah, go ahead. You gotta you on your laptop. You can screen share.
I don't believe he does have a don't everything. But I don't leave.
Hey, what's up, Red Squid?
That was the video.
Oh, you screen sharing? Yeah, I heard it. Go ahead.
All right, I'm sharing right now. I'm gonna share knowledge. All right, so right here in this video, right? This is the video that we was on when this shit happened. Now we was talking about at this particular time, we was talking about the shape of the earth, and I was saying that it was me. Now watch this out. Check this out. Now watch how he bring Bro Sanchez in. He said last night that we brung his name up and we just start talking about his shit. Now watch this.
Motherfucker is me.
Hold on.
That's you on the.
Hold on. And Red Squid made a joke that this thing on the right was me. It's symbol of me. Now check this out. This is how we was vibing. Check this out.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Check this out. Hey, check this out. So y'all telling me right now, right? Now I'm the only one who really be thinking that this motherfucker is me.
That's you on the right, Huey.
Yo, it's me. All right? It's just me. It's me right now. Okay? All right. So that shit, Brother San, let's just put it out there. Fuck it.
That's zoned out.
So that shit, Brother Sanchez be teaching, all that shit is pretty much a sham. What we saying?
Hold on.
Who said that? Exactly.
Now, who brought up Bro Sanchez first?
And I don't even break this shit down like that.
That's Bro Sanchez truth. Whatever he preach on his channel, we don't give a fuck. We come over to our channel and we talk about our shit.
Y'all y'all hear that? Hey, can I say something real quick though? Y'all don't remember as kids, man? We used to pick up rocks and try to like carve in the ground and shit with the rocks and shit. That's what that shit remind me of on sidebar, some sidebar shit. Go ahead though.
Right now, check this out. I had to rewind it one time, y'all. Y'all check this shit out.
Motherfucker is me.
That's you on the right.
Let it play a little longer.
I just had to stop it right there.
It's just me. It's me right now. Okay? All right. So that shit, Brother San, let's just put it out there. Fuck it. That shit, Brother Sanchez be teaching, all that shit is pretty much a sham. What we saying? Let's just put it on the floor.
You gotta look at it with a foggy glass. I don't believe don't bite everything. But I only stand on that research. Bro Sanchez, decode symbols, or he talk about symbols. Can symbology save your motherfucking life or get you closer to the deity? All he do is like fucking keep people running around in circles talking about flat earth and shit, but that motherfucker is scared to go out that box. And if you a real true motherfucker, then you about facts.
Hey, look, I'm not with. Hey, look, I'm not with.
Yeah, it's me.
Kids, yo.
Hey, look, I ain't with
they're
those
looking at
guys.
what the Masons is doing. Fuck them. They ain't the real ones. You're talking about ancestors. Ancestors made these images on your screen.
Yeah, and the ancestors said it was flat.
No,
and
hey, look,
it
was flat. That's the thing. Nobody say that shit was flat, but part of that.
They didn't say that.
It was circular.
Was saying that it was everyone was in their own body and all of the fucking world was inside of you.
And I'm gonna keep it neutral even right here. So for him to say we bashing the nigga, he's a whore.
Interpreting what they want to interpret it. If you show me Gab, right? I got Gab laying on the floor with Nut laying over him with the stars. Gab representing the earth that we stand on, and Nut is representing the sky. But both they saying is all of everything is they are a deity in one. Period. That the spirits make up the bodies that's walking on the earth in between. And in the land that it is. That the body is the fucking land and the people and all in the land.
Okay, and what would Huey say? What body you know is flat? God damn it.
Me when I'm laying on the ground, on my feet right now when I'm standing on the ground.
You bumpy as shit. Trust and believe. If you laying on the ground and you're not flat, that's why you take the hose, your lip, all that shit.
I know.
Now check this out. Now listen to this.
To an extent, to a little cell, I would look flat to a motherfucking
I forgot it went this long. Yeah, I was trying to get to my part.
Oh, we finna get to this.
Hey, but there's math, there's math.
No, listen to this, y'all.
There's math though, and
but this whole time you can see we not bashing that man. How is somebody bashing Bro Sanchez?
Listen, like I believe that from where I'm at now, like believing in Jesus is just as good as believing in the universe or like anything the way they brought it out. Like we gotta figure that stuff out. There's numbers involved though, so there is a way to figure it out.
Listen to him.
I'm telling y'all.
Listen to him.
I'm telling y'all, we gotta figure this shit out. Hold on, let me say something to what he just said, because he just made a very valid point. Yeah. It's dealing with numbers. And once we decode the numbers, this is when we start looking at the binary code. This the shit that me and fucking Mike was talking about and Fat Vegan was talking about the other night. When it's 0 and the 1. Because when we become 0, right, and start dealing with true math.
Watch this. Listen to him, y'all. Check this out, and then I'm gonna stop.
Break it up, Huey.
You breaking up. Calm down.
Here we go.
Yeah, my bad. See what happened. Check what happened. What they gave us was 1 through 10 to make us say 10. And I know that we came from nothing to be everything, because that nothing point was the 0 point, was where everything was created at. And once you start walking in that nothingness point, then you don't want for nothing, you don't need nothing, because you have everything.
That zero is
What
so.
is Sanchez to? Well, let me.
Here we go again.
Because Sanchez.
Here we go again.
We need
Right.
save the whales.
Let me say what Sanchez.
Here we go again.
Argument. That shit is my argument. That's all.
Here we go again.
Square off.
Bring it around.
There you go again.
Hold up. Peace, brothers.
You know I be
Peace. All right, y'all better go now. Go ahead now.
Sanchez said a lot of the shit he's saying, right?
There you go again.
But he explained it from a flat earth perspective. One of the things he was saying was that everything meets at a singularity point, meaning that 0 degree point.
0 point energy.
Like, hold up. And he was saying that everything outside of that 0 degree polarity, that 0 degree is what gives life to everything outside of it. So
that's the same shit Socrates said or some other motherfucker. Like, really, that shit don't.
Now, my point, right? Y'all see how many times he came in? Sanchez said this. Sanchez said this. Sanchez said this. Yeah. Let me see what Sanchez said. Sanchez said the same shit that I just said. Oh, it come from a singularity point. Nigga, why you
still in this shit? Go ahead.
What the fuck did we say about Sanchez? Who said Sanchez's name the whole time?
Never, nothing, never.
When did we bring Sanchez in the picture?
Mike drop.
That nigga a whole whore. That nigga's a whole whore, man.
Bro. That nigga a whole whore, bro.
And for him to even play them games, what is on his mind? Like, what? Oh man, come on, man. That nigga was
vegan. It's like I keep telling you, bro. It's their job.
They hating on the HOTC. We doing something right.
Yeah, they trying to break. They trying to break some shit.
I never knew it was this real. I never
trying to
knew
break
it was
some
this
shit
real.
up,
Vegan.
Them niggas is sick.
Vegan,
Hey,
bro.
drop them niggas sick. We standing on our square and them niggas sick. Fuck them niggas, man.
Vegan.
Them niggas.
I don't even fuck with you.
Man.
Them niggas sick. Man, I ain't paying them niggas no mind. What was you saying, Q?
Hey, bro, don't even fuck with the nigga like that, though.
I've been trying to say from the beginning. It's their job.
It's zone. It's zone for real. Cause I didn't. Hey, look. I done seen zone messed up a building, bro. Sanchez shit. So it's zone way. Go ahead, Q.
Let me grab the mic. My shit muted. Dude just cock eating, man. I don't even know where he came from, bro. He trying to get a voice, bro. Dude ain't even a content maker. You understand what I'm saying? So when you got people just riding waves and piggybacking, but don't got nobody on their back, that's how they act. So for real, no beef or nothing. Red Squid been making videos about bro, like man, no, I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling this. He ain't never been disrespectful. That's just what it is. I can make a video and be like, look, I eat meat, vegan, and we can still get on a panel and he'd be like, you dumb as hell for eating meat.
And we do it every day. And we do it every day on some real shit.
And we never argue. Name one time we argue. I'm glad Star came back. Respect, bro. Now name one time somebody from the outside went on a panel and we argued. Never.
We don't carry ourselves like that. Them niggas, that's what they mad about. That's what I think they mad about.
See, that's what I said too.
We can sit here and get together. Them niggas, and think about it. And this happened with Dreads. I'm starting to see the shit is. Remember, this happened with Dreads. He was poking at the line, and we stopped feeding. And look, that nigga disappeared off the board. Like, stop feeding these niggas, and they disappear. Man, for real, look at Dre when he was poking at us. Now every time he sees us, what's up, Huey? What's up, the HO, whatever. Like, that nigga was poking at us a while.
And I know we all the same. When a motherfucker comes for you, nigga, I come back with a vengeance. Motherfucker come for me, bro. Y'all already seen this shit multiple times. I just like that shit rubbed me the wrong way. So motherfucker come for me, nigga. I'm mad at motherfucker.
Fat vegan.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
told me that damn fat vegan. You and who was it?
Rude. Peace, man.
This one I never even did a YouTube chat. This was we was on Discord, and I was like, man, don't feed that nigga. Let that nigga be, man.
Old and new. You want something old and new. You want something old and new. It's like, Huey, don't feed into that shit, bro. Don't feed into it. And everything, if it wasn't for y'all, I was like, man, you know what? I honor your words so much, bro. I told you that then. I was like, bro, I honor y'all words so much, bro. I ain't gonna even respond to that shit, boy. Because I told y'all that same day, I was like, what? Go off on these niggas. Y'all like, Huey, don't do it. Don't do it.
And guess what? He came looking for you, you came looking for him.
Facts.
We ain't go looking for that next.
Yep.
Now look, here go the saying to
But
this
see,
shit, man.
there's another thing I hate with Zoned Out. He makes it seem like we got all our knowledge, or just everything we know is based on Bro Sanchez.
I was going to say, like Bro Sanchez, Bro Sanchez came up with this.
Bro,
no goddamn Sanchez.
Hey, but knowledge,
Like
bro
Bro
would tell
Sanchez came up with it.
you taught him something. Like I be done said something on one of them lives, you would be done said something, and he'd be like, wow.
But then motherfuckers would be like, oh man, we do our own live or something. They're like, oh, you got that from Sanchez.
No, listen, like,
Sanchez.
No, but Sanchez still would be like, boom, I done got shit off. I done got shit off you. I done got shit off vegan. I done got shit off.
But I'm saying if somebody, I get what you're saying, brother. But I'm saying just like how when you shared that video, it starts off, y'all taking Bro Sanchez knowledge and making it your own. Like, nah, this is all I know. This is our truth.
Yeah, I had to blast him on that one. You see how fast everybody might break it. Look, I went live, right? This is the beginning of the video. He talking that jump. Boom, vegan come in. Mind's Eye come in. Huey come in. I'm already in there, and we looking at you like, I'm like, let him finish. Let this bitch nigga finish, because I'm already knowing you gonna talk your grave, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we on a back chat. I just went live on him without him knowing it. I sent the back chat to everybody, didn't nobody accept it but him. He talking more reckless than that. We talking 10 minutes of recklessness.
And then I walked in.
Oh, what's up, Messiah? So then I hit the live button without telling him. He didn't even know he was live. Oh my God, bro. Hey, listen. Go ahead. No,
nigga, but like you said, he was going reckless, and I walked right in and I checked it. And he was, oh, that was you playing dumb. Like he was trying to make it a picture like all of us was just throwing tomatoes at the nigga. And then I walk in and say, bro, I was drawn. I wasn't even entertaining the shit, like at all. So to make it sound like he's a whole clown, if he went over there and really said names and was like fat vegan and all them, he's a whore. And I would never get on the panel if that nigga is around it. I'm going, he a grenade. I'm staying the fuck away from him.
And I remember what I said. I said, you keep saying, at the beginning of the whole thing, I said, man, you keep saying y'all as you talking about somebody in specific. So I was trying to give him a leeway. And then he said the two people that came in the room and power checked him. And then he was, trolling, whatever. End up booting him an hour later. He go on Bro Sanchez shit and be like, yeah. Man, that's because that's the only place you knew we are here. Yo,
hey, look, hey, drop. Yeah, I bet you side that and Bro Sanchez never kicked him off his show. Get the fuck out of here, you clown. His ego was fucked up. Drop this dumb ass. Bloop in the middle of his conversation. Yeah, you deal with that dumb shit.
Hey, Knowledge, I'm gonna give it right to you. I tell him in the middle of the conversation, I said, I'm gonna tell you the holder of time controllers. He wasn't listening, he still was trolling. I'm like, I'm gonna show you what time controlling is. Boom, then booted him out. What did you
man, fuck that. We going back to what Knowledge said a while ago, man. Fuck
What's
that
up,
nigga.
Drew?
Fuck that nigga and fuck Bro Sanchez.
Yeah, damn right.
Hey, Drew, hey, that's a shy mentality, man. It's fuck me too, though. It's fuck you too, vegan. Look, that shy mentality is like, man, I don't know what y'all talking
Not
about,
necessarily, man. Not necessarily.
It's probably not as much. It's probably not as much as theirs, though. It's probably not as much as theirs, though. So I'm all
right. Tell Drew he a bit, then he be like, man, I'm about to pull.
That was some whole ass shit though. That nigga pulled, man.
Yeah, Sanchez been on some whole ass moves. Him and his niggas zoned out all them niggas.
Yeah, people don't pull whole ass moves though. That feel they bigger than you, bro. That's reality. Anybody that feel, oh, my platform bigger than yours, or oh, my money bigger than yours, or oh, my bitch better than yours, or oh, and then they go try to flock down on the little niggas, you would be done got your head tore off. You understand? Niggas don't ride Benzes in my neighborhood. Nah, bro, you get your head tore off. Listen, bro, they starving, bro. Don't do it, bro. In case you feeding them weird motherfuckers and them panhandlers and them heroin addicts and them goddamn people at the bus stop and them motherfuckers that's about to walk to work or get on a bike, but they like 30 years old, but they ride a bicycle to work. Ride in the Benz and watch them hop off the bike and hop in your car, bro. Throw you in a chokehold, bro. They starving, bro. So
I'm
don't.
gonna put it like this, Drop. I'm gonna put it like this. You gotta look at it. Most of us actually, got jobs or do our own damn jobs like Huey and shit like that there for the most part and shit. We get our money outside of YouTube. These niggas make money on YouTube. So at the end of the day,
that's a fact.
Yeah, bike drop. Damn.
That's just real. That's real shit.
Yeah, niggas paying their bills off YouTube checks.
So this little truth we building together with these monsters over here is checking their livelihood, I guess.
Exactly.
I'm trying to come to
because he feels that this should be
it's cutting their resource. It's cutting their resource ability.
Where you from, Baltimore?
Like, oh man, y'all need to be talking about this on my show.
Hey,
y'all done went off and did your own thing. Like when he came into the chat that day.
Hey, Knowledge, click on Huey.
He came in the chat that day and he said, "Man, I didn't even know y'all be building in the back." Yes, the fuck you do, because you done hopped in and out of chats before, man.
Yeah, and then the nigga
back here building.
And then the nigga went live on us and shit, man. Goddamn, out of nowhere. Ain't said ready, set, go. Ain't say I'm about to go live. None of that shit. Just clicked on the live.
That's what I do, though, man.
And in a bad chat we was in. A bad chat we was building. He talking about, oh, well, I'm going to go live.
I'll take y'all to get live.
You know what I mean?
This is what we going to do to them, though. We're going to astro project and scare them. When they look in they dark, this is what they're going to see.
That nigga Huey over there casting. That nigga over there casting spells and shit. Hold on. This old wizard ass nigga over here.
Hey, now listen. Let me add this in right quick. Knowledge. Hey, can I add this in? I'm about to change the whole narrative from that mask.
Please
do. Look, all right, look. You know the Merritt Mall in Atlanta, right? I've been watching these videos of the security guard or whatever, right? Never mind that part. Y'all can look that shit up or whatever. Nigga,
you talking about the nigga that be shocking niggas with the gun and shit? You talking about that nigga?
Yeah, now to go to crazy part. For some reason, I've been astral projecting to this goddamn mall. You understand what I'm saying? And I keep chasing a motherfucker that shot at me. Every dream, bro. And somehow I get lost in Atlanta, and then I wake up. I be lost. I don't know where I'm at. I know. It's funny as hell, bro. I can go through that whole mall, tell you where everything at and everything, bro, just from going to sleep. Now, this shit done happened like 3 days in a row. So what the fuck you think that dream telling me? Because a reoccurring dream is telling you something. It's just not. Or it's really a whole nother world going on. So I think I'd be down there in that mall, like, probably getting paper or something. I don't know what's going on.
I feel you, and that makes me relate to reoccurring situations. Reoccurring situations show you signs too.
Yep.
Sometimes them dreams be metaphorical too, bro. They be saying shit without saying the shit. You know what I mean?
It's a sign,
you gotta,
bro.
yeah.
Drop real quick. I was gonna say this real quick, Huey. Damn, Drop. You keep going there because hell, you trying to go where God be. Hell, hey Huey, what street you stay off of?
God be.
Hey Huey, do you know where the Merritt Mall at in Atlanta?
Yeah.
That's the mall I'm talking about. It's like a little strip mall. It's a little T. Then they got like these back rooms. They got like this dungeon area.
It's a discount mall.
See? Yeah.
I wonder if it's the one on my street where I fucking look.
Right where God be.
It might be on God be. This is where I was at. Where they just shot the nigga. They just shot the security guard about 2 weeks ago. And this the same place I was the other day.
And they said they was gonna pop his ass. They like, look, bro.
They popped him. And look, and the young boys came to me. They say, "Yo, Huey, yo, God, we listen to you, bro. We know that we're ready." And that's why I tell you, I'm building an army right now.
That's deep, and that's crazy. I've been playing in there though. That's the whole thing. Cause I'm wondering why I keep going there. Cause I go to exotic places, bro, and I wake up easy. When I go there, man, I be waking up looking at my girl and shit. Like she even be fucking different niggas up in that shit in my whole plane. Like it'd be crazy. Like, and I'm normally like, if I have a dream, I know the people in my dream. And these dreams have been strangers. I never dreamed a stranger in my fucking life, dude. And it be faces I never saw, bro. You understand what I'm saying? It's weird.
But you know, research has proven that the people you see in your dreams is actually people, even a stranger, somebody you done seen, you came across. I don't care if you was crossing the street and you happen to glance at that person. But dreams are a reflection of your
That's facts, hey, knowledge. What about this? What about this though? Some of them dreams, the faces be grayed out. You don't even like the faces just be like, I mean, they be blanked out and shit. But you recognize the voice or the personality of a motherfucker.
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that happens.
Hey,
y'all.
I'm gonna tell y'all about this dream I had one time, man. It was a past dream, and I think I was damn as my pops, yo. Because no lie, like I was back in high school and shit, but it wasn't my version of high school. And I saw my mom's when she was still in high school and shit like that there. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? She was coming up to me, talking to me, this and that. And that's why I say I had to be my pops in that dream.
Hey, Quentin, that remind me of a dream I had when my dad was my brother, was my sibling and shit. Where my dad had the same persona as he was as a child, as my brother, as he was as my father in my real life and shit, bro. That's crazy you said that.
Hey, One World. What's up, One World?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, look. What if I put a coil or you think if I put two goddamn like cables right here, right? And I put a fidget spinner right here and make that bitch spin right here, and I put one of those coils on. Well, I think I got enough coils within this bitch myself. You think I can get some electricity coming out of it?
I think we can come up with something.
You think we can come up with something?
You know what I'm saying?
You think I can come up with something?
I think you scaring me with that mask and that red hair, bro. Swinging that. Come on, bro. You doing something to me or something, man? What's happening, bro?
Not to you. I always get shit for you, man. I mean, no.
He said not to you.
That nigga moving some elements over there. That's what the fuck.
Not to you. Not to you. Only to fuck niggas. You know what I mean?
That was the fuck nigga troll spell.
Y'all go to my live.
Damn right, he say it's for the fuck niggas.
Hey, I got a question for you, Huey.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that one material that's made that you have made like that, or is that multiple materials?
Oh, this is copper.
Copper strictly?
Oh well, I got a tiger iron in and that goddamn onyx stone.
Okay. What I want you to try
put some food on?
No, we need to have you maybe like make the core of that out of iron or ferrite, and then do your wrapping around it with your copper. So that way there's two materials in there. You know what I'm saying? We need the reaction to happen between the two different dielectric materials.
Okay, yeah,
that's where the action is happening.
What about this then? What if I put the goddamn because I still got, what about this one then? Okay, on my staff, okay? Instead of putting it on the I got a positive and negative, I can have my charge, and I got a wood. This is wood right here. And then I can connect this picture spinner right here. What about this?
I mean, we would use the wood as an insulator. I haven't seen too much action coming from, you know what I'm saying, from wood.
Okay, well, this is my reason. Because when I'm looking at the cable lines outside, right, and I know that they connected to these wood poles that's in the ground, and they got these goddamn break what you call it, the coil, the shit where it's positive and negative connect to the generator. This is all I got to do, and I'm gonna be the power. As long as I get that wheel spinning on that bitch, I'll be walking around with that motherfucker, and then I can connect this bitch. I can create friction. Some way I can connect a gas line to this bitch or something and have some fire coming out this bitch.
Nigga, you got an electric blaster right there, nigga. You be able to shoot electricity from that motherfucker.
I know this is what I'm trying to do, but then I want to be able to start flying. Now check this out. I know fucking with y'all because y'all smart. Check this out. Now this TV, all right. Now I got my fucking TV, right.
This nigga Huey got all kind of contraptions, nigga.
Okay, so I'm gonna use this shit as an experience, right? Right. What I want to do is I'm gonna cut this screen out in layers.
Don't cut it, bro.
Listen,
I think you need that, bro.
It's broke. All right, check this out. So I'm gonna utilize it for just like you said. You gotta utilize
This nigga got contraptions for days, nigga.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Check this out. Check this out, because this is what I was talking about with the clothes. Now, if I can get this shit running through my clothesline where I got the wire connect, I can goddamn do this now. I can take this out, you know, the glasses where I can make this shit a glass. I can cut these out here and put it inside some glasses where it be plasma. All right. Now, when I do that, you know, these motherfuckers that push the lens out is these little fiber optic. Let me show y'all. You got to take it apart like this. Oh shit.
You in the dungeon. You got to start doing a live streams called The Dungeon. I was going to do it, but you in the dungeon. But go ahead.
Nigga, you need to start conducting them projects, nigga. Just start making that shit, nigga. What you talking about, nigga? You in the laboratory right now, bro. You got a laboratory right there, bro.
What we doing? I got my God on here, I got my electrician on here, and I got all the brilliant minds. Y'all minds. Y'all are some brilliant brothers. This is why I love y'all so much. Real talk. All jokes aside, now let me pull this screen up. Okay. I'm taking this apart quick.
Down, so I was chasing. Hey, what's up? What's up, Brian? Is that Brandon or is that Knowledge with his phone on?
Man, that's me, man. Knowledge.
Hey, but yeah, I just wanted to show the damn view it made me too. You know what I'm saying? I got a quartz crystal in the middle of that bad boy. I got the amethyst on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Leptite in the middle.
Oh, that shit fire.
Man, y'all niggas doing y'all thing, bro. God damn it, man. I need to jump on the bandwagon. God damn it. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, sorry, you want to find us and shit, man. We like chill out.
I got the
What's
quartz
that?
crystal
That's
on the
quartz?
bottom. Yeah, and then you see this selenite. It's selenite. I got
Selenite.
and then I got magnets on the top.
I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Okay. Here, check this out. I want you to do that again, right? But instead of using that copper wire that you're using, I want you to get the copper in a size of like how about 32 AWG?
Quarter inch.
It can conduct stronger. Conduct a little stronger.
Yeah, it's like it's much finer than that. You know what I'm saying? So that way it's gonna be real fine. So the reason why it's gonna be real fine is because that way you're gonna be able to do a lot of turns.
That nigga said that fine cut.
Hey, One World. Each one of these, like my crystal, like this one right here, I got big ones, little ones, and you see I got these little ropes wrapped around the little ones that you talk about, the little ones. So I do big one gauges, I do little gauge, like this up right here, and my strap. It got different gauge wire. You can't see it up close, but it got these little ones wrapped all around it too, intertwined. That's what these color ones do.
Right. So what you're doing is you're kind of mimicking an electromagnetic core.
Right.
And but only difference is that the electromagnetic core probably has thousands of turns going around it.
Hey, One World. I want to ask you. Is there a way we could create something where we can extract the gold from the ground and shit? Because I know that gold is a hyperconductor too, just like copper and shit. But I know it's more malleable, where it's more flexible than copper, though. You know what I'm saying? That shit loses its malleability over time.
Now it's crazy that you said copper, because listen, man, we make wires and shit, right? You gotta cut the copper to put in the middle of the wire for it to even do anything. Now, for anything to do anything, this is what I was telling One World, is we gotta come up on a magnetizer. You gotta get the energy from the ether, put it in a magnet, and this is what moves electrical motors. You understand what I'm telling you? It's not gas, it's not electricity, it's the magnet, right? So the bigger the magnet, the bigger the motor. So you might have to have a size of an elevator motor in your car, but you would never have to charge it up or
drop though. Remember we was talking about being able to charge the electricity that already flows inside us and how to store that shit? I feel like that's what you talking about. That's a way that we could fucking start to charge the electrical current that's already in us and store that shit and use that shit as You know, if we gotta use that shit against a motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Right. But they know this, and that's why a magnetizer costs $2 million. Just a baby magnetizer. If you want a magnetizer, a nice one, you're talking like 50, 100 million. That's how important magnetized magnets is. You can't just go to Walmart and be like, I want to magnetize my magnet. Do you have a machine? They're gonna look at you like, man, I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. But because I work with magnetizers, this is how I know, and I know how much my company spent for their magnetizer, and they stuff is just for like little tow motors and stuff. You understand? Now imagine an electric cars magnetizer company. You understand what I'm saying? So now we know that, okay, that's where the money at. The magnetism, the stuff that's making this coil work, this piece of rock that's nothing without the magnetism. It's nothing.
Electromagnetics, bro.
So now you see minding. Now you see why minding is so important for them to get that code. You understand? Because them are the magnets. Now you see. You understand?
Hey, but that's deep though, One World, man. Dang on, cause hell, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I chose to use selenite for my scepter. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, selenite, it boosts positive energy, and you know what I'm saying. You can recharge things with it. You can recharge your crystals with selenite. So, hell,
All right, you know what I want you to do then? Send me a piece of that, and let me turn it into a electromagnetic core, and I'll perform a test on it for us live or something like that.
Oh, you want me to send you a selenite towel?
Yeah, something.
Yeah, that boy.
Let's say at least about 3 inches long.
Bro, they send it to me. I'll hook it up for you.
Hey, I got you, bro. I got
that bitch.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll fucking wrap that motherfucker up and we'll turn the test on.
That's G shit right there.
There's some strong ass niggas over here. Niggas is powerful, bro. Every one of us, niggas, some powerful motherfuckers, bro. Hell nah.
Damn it. If they figured it out, we can figure it out.
Yeah, man. All we got to do is start performing our own tests and just try. You be surprised. Like I be sitting here, even when I be working out my little things that I'm doing, I take them back apart to try it in a different way, and then perform tests on it and see which one is more efficient. You got to keep doing these things over different ways and writing it down and finding out what's going to be the better way or what's the better material. What can I do to make this more efficient?
And
we got to be our own scientists.
And if you got that talent, right?
Yeah, that's what I be talking about, man. Where we need our laboratories, nigga, like Dexter's laboratory, nigga. We need to be having our own research and shit now. Looking at cells and shit. Go ahead.
Hey, here's if you got that talent though, you would probably be like 12 years old, right? And you find a fuse and a stereo, and you be like, oh, the fuse blew. If you somebody that know the fuse blew, you able to do what One World doing. I mean, your brain can go there. If you don't even know how a fuse blew, then don't even go there. You might be more better with your hands doing something else. But you know when you dug in that amplifier and you like, they go to blue fuse, you put it back in, you screwed the shit back on, and then the shit was working. Your brain is capable of going.
Hey, sir. See, you talking about you talking about software, bro. You talking about the shit without the hands, the understanding behind the shit. You know what I mean? That's the software, man. That's the information type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially if you 8 or 12 years old. You know what I mean? Are you I'm a little older, so we used to take the speakers, like you know how the speakers quit working. We'd take the speakers out of the speaker box and hook them all together and make them work. You know what I'm saying? But
yo, I feel you because I remember one Christmas when I was a little kid, right? We had got some remote control cars for Christmas, and me and my cousin, we took them apart and we ran them different and stuff, ran wires and all that just to see what we could do to actually see if it still worked. You know what I mean?
Hey, knowledge. You brought up a good point. You know how when you get the remote control car, me and my brother, we used to do the same thing. We used to try to race, but you know if you get the same megahertz like I think it's 49 and 27. If you get the same radio frequency, you can't race your card. You gotta have the different radio frequency so you can race them so they can get near each other, where the other one don't pick up the frequency of the other controller type shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a different radio frequency for that shit.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah.
He's talking about the 27 and 2 megahertz. Now, y'all got the same remote. Y'all control each other. So what he's saying is, what is it grabbing up the heat control? Like how are they even divided?
Hey, sir, you breaking up, bro. You sounding real faint.
I was saying this. What you said was a mic drop. Now you got the megahertz, right? The 42 and 27, right? One joystick will be able to control 2 cars.
That's right.
If you got a 27 megahertz. Now, what I'm saying is, how do they even divide the ether into the megahertz to where if you got a 42, you control that car and I control this car? Now, that's just on a Toys R Us remote control car level. Imagine how many megahertz they divide in now, though, to get these drones, to get these planes, to get these navigation systems with 100,000 different companies. They got to go off a different megahertz. So how are they dividing
They
that?
go off different megahertz, and then they also go off fiber optics. They got Wi-Fi and everything now, man. They ain't got to worry about that radio band no more. They just connect anything to the Wi-Fi.
That radio shit is important though, bro, because that radio shit can't be tapped. It can't be hacked. When you got a radio transmission, bro, you can't hack that shit unless you got the.
You get what I'm saying, brother?
Say that again. Say that again, Knowledge. Say that again, Knowledge.
Wi-Fi is not going to control a radio control car. That's what I'm saying. Radio.
Hell, man, Wi-Fi controlling Tesla cars now, man. How you think they getting that signal off?
All right, well, go buy a radio control car.
That radio and that Wi-Fi can't tap each other though, bro. Radio can't tap Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi can't tap radio, bro. You can't do it.
Yeah, that's facts. I ain't saying they did. Star, calm down, man. You about to go against me like?
Oh no, I'm not, bro. I'm not lighting up on you, bro. I'm not lighting up on you. I'm not lighting up on you.
Let me help that out. Radio versus Wi-Fi. I would say radio has a longer view.
You know what I'm saying? They telling you what's beside you before you come to it. They telling you where you got to turn. There's GPS, all that's Wi-Fi.
No, it's way better than
global positioning system.
It's way better than radio. Here's what I'm telling you. If you got a remote control car, because I did this for a hobby, dog. I built them and everything, man. I was a spoiled kid. But anyway, listen. With the megahertz, that's radio frequency. That's CBs. That's walkie-talkies. That's now Wi-Fi is way better. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it's 2 completely different things. Now, how do they divide?
And I'm agreeing with you, but they still can cause the same kind of connection to things.
Now, listen, I'm leading up to my point.
Listen, drones are connecting to Wi-Fi to be used.
Right now, I'm leading to my point though. When they shut the grid down,
I didn't say there weren't 2 different things.
Listen, right quick, Knowledge. When they shut the grid down, they already mastered radio frequencies, which what they can't shut down. That's why everybody need a CB and all that, because they about to shut the cell phone, this live and everything down when the shit hit the fan.
Yeah, they got too much control over that shit. The radio, you can't control that shit.
Yeah, of course. They're going to go back to the old radio. I agree with that.
So how are they dividing the megahertz? That's what I'm saying. How are they
talking about these mass things of this nature? So I brought up Wi-Fi. I was like, well, fiber optics, that's how they controlling things too, not just with radio.
And see, with the fiber optics, they got to put that shit. They got to put that shit in the ground. They got to put that shit in the ground. Knowledge. They got to put that shit in the ground, bro.
I don't think Wi-Fi exactly is the whole thing. Like, I believe that. Like Wi-Fi is short. Wi-Fi is a short. Wi-Fi is a shorter signal. Wi-Fi is like a shorter signal. You know what I'm saying? So what happened is that they're sending. They're probably using radio waves or something like that to send you your internet, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is, to a certain point, and then you're using Wi-Fi for the shorter distances.
No,
But
that's
for the
why they
long distance,
like a hub, like it's a
doesn't seem to be
hub, like a
Wi-Fi. That
connector
seems to be
hub, like a
something else.
connector
Nah,
hub.
one world.
All
Nah,
right, one
one
word. You talking
world.
about like a connector hub, kind of like what the radio is like a hub, and then the Wi-Fi bounce off the radio hub or whatever. Is that what you're saying?
No, pause right here though, and then let One World finish. Let me say this. This is why they change your TV from radio to digital. You know, you understand what I'm telling you? It's a whole different thing. They're not using nothing from the radio waves. The radio waves is theirs.
Yeah, that's
They
what I'm saying.
communicate.
Cell towers and fiber optics, man.
Yeah, they communicate off radio waves. We communicate on cell phones. Man, cops grab their CB.
I think you're confusing. I think you're confusing analog and digital. Well, I think
analog and digital are two different things.
that's what it sounds like. You're
I guess that's what we're saying about Wi-Fi and radio waves. They're two different things.
TVs ran off radio waves. Antenna ears, them fucking rabbit
analog,
ears.
that's back in the old days though.
Right, and then they went to digital. Now we dealing.
Yeah, that's radio.
With,
that's radio. You right, but the antenna, that's radio, bro. That's radio. Like not radio, like
digital is
RADIO.
not
It's
radio.
RADIAL. Radio.
No, it's analog. It's analog, man. TVs was running off analog.
But the radio shit is antenna shit though, bro. Like the TV, it's the same. It's the same thing.
Analog TV. You had a TV with the two knobs.
But it was radio. It was radio connection though, bro. It was radio connection. It was a radio frequency though, bro.
I'm trying to with you, but you're coming at me like you're trying to tell me something. All I'm telling you is old TV, Fox TV with the fucking goddamn knobs. That was an analog TV. You had to have
they connected radio with the antenna though, bro. That's what made it radio, bro.
And without the antennas, make it digital, right? Everybody's saying facts. The fact of the matter is they're moving off the grid, and they can shut the grid down. They cannot shut the radio waves down. So now that we know you can't cut the radio waves down, we know where the real source is coming from, which would have to be Wi-Fi and all that, but they know how to shut it down. We got to get back to our radioactive ways and understand. Get you a CB and put it in your closet. Get you get things that go off the straight raw ether.
And that's why they took away Nextel from you.
Yeah,
they got years did it. Be able to they can cut it off right
See,
now.
what happened was that when a tragedy happened, they realized everything went down, and the only things that still was working was those Nextels and radio. So they decided to give that strictly to like police and government. You know what I'm saying, and then give everybody else the digital. So that, you know what I'm saying, and that way, when things go down, they'll still be in, you know what I'm saying,
they'll still have control. They'll still have control of some shit. Yeah, they can still control some shit.
It's a control method. Exactly.
Hell yeah.
And communication method.
Hey, but look, y'all talking about energy, I'm gonna kind of switch the shit, but it's gonna bring up a whole nother topic. Because when I seen One World, One Hood take a fucking nail and add some copper to it and get 0.6 volts out the ground, like my mind went running, like the thoughts of what you can do is infinite if you can conceal some of that energy. Like it show you that it's infinite right there. I caught a stream where he did that shit. I don't know what he was on, but he show you that he got 0.6 volts just from a nail being in the ground with a piece of copper on it. Imagine you weave some of that together and you get to 10 or 12 volts and you can seal that energy with a fan or a windmill or something, and you keep that energy generating. The thoughts is endless. Like that's why I be at with mine.
Don't stop.
Yeah, like my mind was running when you showed that.
And you know, it is some funny stuff. Now I can show that or say that to an electrician, like my father, who will be all the way out in the country, who's talking about turn off the AC and we're worried about saving power. And I can show you something like that, and you think that his brain or these people will start running like, yeah, you know what? Wait a minute. I said, I don't get it. The only people who really, it seems to be like the conscious community seems to see the significance and the power in that. Because I'm like, dude, do you know that after about 12 volts, you could put this onto a transformer and you could boost this up to whatever you need it to be?
I was gonna say, like, once you get to enough volts, you can work a windmill or a fan, and that'll generate energy forever in one way or another.
And y'all gotta deal with the
Like my mind
though.
was running one world, you blew me. I'm
Hold
like,
up,
that's my man right there. He know his shit.
Hold up,
Just to
Big.
show
Well,
that.
Hey, 1 sec. I want to say this to One World. Hey, damn, the dude that I be getting my pussy from and shit, he just be out there at the flea market on Fridays and Saturdays and shit. But so I can get it for you, damn. I can get you the selenite towel and shit, damn, probably next Friday or Saturday and shit. But I got you though.
All right. And yo, take some
crystals,
pictures. Take some pictures of the stuff while you're there too. So you know what I'm saying, and get some names and stuff, so I can do a little bit of research too. We can find out which ones we want to play with.
Yeah, he got everything. He got everything labeled and shit, and he got on there the healing properties of all the crystals he done collected and all that, bro. Like real talk. Damn, yeah, I got you though.
Now, when we dealing with copper, right, and magnets, right, this is where you get ohms. Now, the ohms that's a whole nother energy field, right? So now that deals with sound. That deals with how loud or how far something can project energy with a magnet. This is ohms. This is how you have a 8 ohm speaker. That 8 ohm speaker takes this amount of energy and transfer it to this sound. If you got a 16 ohm speaker, the same thing that pushes the 8 speaker cannot push the 16 ohm speaker. So now you still dividing energy. But they only gave us 8 and 16 ohms. How many ohms you think it actually is? We know ohm is that's the original sound.
Hey, sir. Remember we was talking about that? How the wavelength, your body, our bodies is like 85% to 90% water, bro. That shit, that wavelengths fuck with your water in your body, bro. The vibrations and shit, them waves will cause you to wave. You know what I'm saying? Like depending on what's coming through your ear, or even just touching your senses, them waves will shut you down or lift you up, depending on the depending on the wavelength. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you got brain waves, sound waves, you understand? Then you got tides, then you got ties.
And when it rained, and you look at the concrete, you can see the energy coming off the ground, but they give it a different name. You can literally see it. Y'all have seen it before.
Yep.
Coming off the concrete. But they give it it's a technical name they give it though. But all of us have seen the energy coming off the ground once it rains. You'd have seen that wiggly stuff. I don't even know what you call it.
That shit crazy, bro. Like, but that shit is in us too, man. Them waves, that should have fucked you up, nigga. If they play the wrong wave to you, nigga, that should have freeze you up without you and even know why you freezing.
But look,
depending on that wave that's coming towards you, they just be like, oh, you just
shit like that only stick in the acid environment. If you're alkalized, it won't stick no matter what they send at you.
Hey, and let me ask y'all, do y'all think y'all can get in a plane, right? Have drones refilling your plane or whatever, right? And follow the sun and stay in daylight forever? If not, this shit ain't round.
Well, if the sun is moving like 1,000 miles an hour or some shit like that?
No, everything is moving 10,000 miles per hour to a vacuum.
Why is everything?
Hey, sir. Let me ask this though. So you saying that are you saying is it possible to chase the sun literally chase that motherfucker and see where it go?
I think the sun's too fast.
And that's why they don't do it, because it'll prove. That's all they gotta do to prove it. Go from Ohio, chase the sun, and come back to Ohio. That's all you gotta do. And they never did. They'd rather act like they went all the way to outer space and this weird crazy stuff.
I didn't need to see no more after I saw D Marble. After D Marble went over there to some place in Alaska and videotaped the sun making a 360.
Yeah, it went in a loop.
I didn't need to see no more.
Yeah, it went in a loop. I seen that shit. I seen that same video you talking about. That shit went in a fucking loop.
That was done. I was sold off of that one. I ain't need to see no more. You know, but I already know, and when you want to think about it, it only makes sense. And the reason why it happens at certain time of the year is because the sun, we know, is making a spiral, It's not just making a circle. It's making a spiral. So the circle gets smaller and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Or an ellipsis, bro. If we want to, use some mathematical terms.
Have y'all ever saw a moonless? Have y'all ever saw a moonless sky?
Yep, I have. Yep.
Then that might explain the motherfucking globe, bro. Because listen, if it's a moon and a sun and the sky at the same time, over here,
I've seen that too.
Right at the bottom of the earth, there shouldn't be no moon. So if y'all saying y'all recognize a sky with no moon, maybe clouds. If the clouds cover,
right,
sky, no moon. I ain't never saw it. Now, I don't
maybe it was a black moon.
I have, bro. I've seen a sky with no moon, bro. I seen that shit.
Hey, check this out. I play this video game here called Clash of Kings, and what happens is that we dealing with everybody all over the world. We Americans, we fighting against China and Russia and France, and this is a real game, and everybody's spending big cheese on here, right? Now, what happens is that as Americans, we like a melting pot. So we didn't have a problem bringing on China and the people who didn't want to roll with the Chinese. We take in everybody. You know what I mean? And now that we talking, we using Google Translate. We have to. I realize that. Well, when I'm sleeping, when it's 10 o'clock over here in the morning, it's 10 o'clock at night in China. So my friends in China, they're the ones that's patrolling the game when we're sleeping. You know what I'm saying? It's like we got our time zone. So what happens is that one of these days I got smart and I was like, when I'm looking at the sun and the moon at the same time, I was talking to my friends in China and I says, yo, do me a favor, take a picture of the moon. I said, do you have a moon right now? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I was like, because according to the ball, if you're on the opposite side, you don't have this because I got it both right now. And then when he started taking everybody in the game took a picture of the moon. You know what I'm saying? And everybody showed the moon from a different sunlight, and everybody had the same moon.
I had to turn on the oven to light up my cigarette because I don't got no.
Hey, say that again.
No, it's not, baby.
I
do smell what you're talking about.
It says everybody took a picture of the moon and everybody posted it in the chat, and everybody had the same moon with a different sky viewing. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was in a different location. But we was, and then the funny part was
it's splendiferous, nigga.
And the funny part is that when I wanted to make a joke, I said, do me a favor. When you look at the moon, tell me, do you got to look up at it or do you look down or what direction? Everybody laughing. And I said, yeah, because everybody's on a different side of the world. And I'm looking up to see it. And I know that you're on the side and I know this guy's on the bottom, but everybody's looking up and seeing the same thing. So, you know what I'm saying? And that was it right there. I don't need to do no more. And if anybody don't believe that, you can do it yourself. Go talk to somebody in China the same way we online hanging out and everything right now. You know what I'm saying? It's real simple. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm talking, you want to order some shit from China? These people want to sell you some shit real quick. You know what I'm saying? Talk to these motherfuckers. They'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? It's be a joke.
All you do is gotta post something online at 3 a.m., right? Just post it. I don't care if it's a rap video. I don't care what it is. It's gonna be a whole different people that see it because they're up at that time. So if you post a video at 9 o'clock Central, America's gonna see it. You post a video 3 a.m., it's still 9 o'clock Central somewhere. And it goes through the algorithm, through the timestamps that they use in the controllers. They controlling us by time.
Let me ask y'all something about the time shit. Where does the day start? Like where's the location where, like, you know how it's a different time in a different space, but where does the time start though? Where they say, all right, it's this time in this area, but in this other time in another area. Well, where does it start though? Where does the day begin? Where's the location for when the day begins?
Well, I can't tell you that there's a starting point and ending point, but what I can tell you is that we can see by the way that they move our Central Time, Eastern Time, and all like that has to do with the location of the sun opposed to where you're standing at and location on the ground.
What I'm saying though, what the time is, what is the start time like for the day where is it based on? Like we got Central Time, Mountain Time, on all this shit, but where does the day begin? Where's it based on? What location is it based? Go ahead.
I'm about to tell y'all. Now here's where it began. Now I see this where you got to go to Bro Sanchez and start from the center, right? But there's no really time. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's always a different time everywhere. But your time is your time. When you wake up say you wake up at 5:46 a.m., your 24 hours is going to compute to that 5:46 a.m. If I wake up at 11:30 a.m., my 24 hours is going to commute to that. Now, what they
drop though. What I'm saying is how it could be the next day somewhere else where it's the day prior from the location where it says the day. Where is the beginning of it? You know what I'm saying? Like where all time based off, bro.
Well, I was trying to explain that, but I think you missed a part. What I was trying to say is that with the clock, the sun and the moon is your hands of a clock. I don't mean digital. I mean your regular analog clock, that hand that's clicking around. That's got to do with the positioning of the sun. With 12 o'clock, that sun is supposed to be above your head. You know what I'm saying? So now what happens is that the sun is not above your head at 12 o'clock because you're a lot further away from me. But the sun is above my head right now. So it's 12 o'clock for me. And it's going to take so long for the sun to travel to you before it's above your head.
Brother,
for you to 12 o'clock.
I get that. All I'm saying is who to say that okay, where the day begin? Like let's say okay, like today, what today's date? Let's use today's date. Let's use today's date. It's the 14th. It's the 14th today, but somewhere it's the third. Somewhere it's the 13th. It ain't the 14th yet. You see what I'm saying?
How do we determine where the time ain't caught up with them like it's caught up with us?
But what I'm saying, who gets to determine that's the starting time? That's the starting time, though.
The sun.
Yeah, the sun, and it's already been predetermined before we even came here, man.
No, I know what he's trying to say. He's trying to say who's first. He's trying to say who's first. Who gets to say that first?
Who get to say the day it starts with them type shit? You know what I mean?
Mike, bro.
The calendar.
But I don't know.
The calendar. We're going by.
Y'all hear what I'm saying? Y'all hear what I'm saying though?
I get what you're saying. But we're going by a calendar. Do you hear me, Star?
We going by a calendar, but who? But yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you, Nala. But what I'm saying, go ahead.
We don't have a start or an end.
Yeah.
So when does the calendar day? But when does the calendar day start? Where is the calendar day beginning? Where is it at? Where is that point?
No, the people that's
when the sun comes, out.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Here's where I come in at, bro.
Real quick, I'm gonna say that. Oh,
how it does?
Real quick, I want to say this. I was gonna say this, man.
Am I making sense or am I sounding dumb?
No, you make.
I get what you're saying, but when the sun comes down, that's how you know it's morning. When the sun goes down, that's how you know it's night. See, this is just a circadian rhythm. That's what we go by, you know. And going off that circadian rhythm, we sleep, we eat.
That's not the point. That's not the point, though. Knowledge. That's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. What I'm saying, knowledge. I'm talking about when. I'm saying when does that day start though, bro? Where is the start of that day? No. According to the calendar, what you said we go off of. Who is the recorded the people that say this day started here and everybody else got to fall in line and everybody else got to fall in line with what we say the start time is of the day. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
okay, how about this? How about after the planetary lineup? After the planetary lineup, wherever the sun is, that's where it starts at.
Yes.
Now what you say?
That's just it.
And what you say, knowledge?
That's what I was trying to say. I said when the sun comes out.
Q?
When the sun comes out. That's how you differentiate today and tomorrow.
That still ain't my point. But go ahead, though. Keep going.
I'm about to answer you. Go ahead, Q.
What I was gonna say is at the end of the day and shit, hell, we going off of somebody else's time and shit.
Absolutely.
That's why they call it secondhand time. It's not yours and shit.
Now here go my answer.
The hand that moved the fastest on the clock and shit is called second hand. You know what I'm saying? And they call it hours and shit like that. And they say it's 24 hours in a day. But hell, according to the Mayan calendar and shit, they went off of 20-hour days and shit. So depending on how fast the sun moves, you might calculate it as an hour or a minute or this and that, but it's still secondhand. You know what I'm saying? You getting it secondhand
All
from
right.
somebody else who telling you that that's what the time is. Because hell, when
Now,
the sun directly over your head, they say that's high noon. But hell, to
Yeah.
somebody else, hell, that might be the start of the day and shit. Because hell, it's right over my head.
all
But what's
right,
over your head at low noon?
it's my
That's the
turn.
question.
That's when the sun is going
It's my
down,
turn.
man. That's when the sun is going down. That's when the
No,
sun
no,
is
no. I mean low noon. The other side of noon. What
Right, y'all
happened?
getting what I'm saying?
Bro, it's my
I
turn
think
now.
there's a black sun. I think there's a black sun over our head.
I'm making sense logically. You know it's day when the
Goddamn, let
sun
me
comes
get
up. You know it's night when the sun goes down.
All right, now listen. His question was, when was the start of this shit? This is where you get time traveling and all this, right? Now the start of it is back to the center. This is why you gotta give bro his props. You gotta go to the center on when the first time started. Fuck where the sun at. Fuck where the stars at. Fuck where Polaris at. Fuck where Moon at. When these people
Drop. That's arbitrary. That's arbitrary though, bro.
Stop.
That's arbitrary though, sir.
Listen, when these people started traveling from the center, it took them a certain time. This is how they started calculating time. Time is different. Time is not minutes and seconds and hour hands and all this shit y'all talking about. Time is
no, I get that, bro.
To get to mind's eye or knowledge or somebody. As much time.
Sir, that's arbitrary though, bro. Like basically that to me, to get to my point, what I'm saying is somebody just had to say, like, okay, we gonna say the time starts now. And we start documenting that shit. That's what I'm getting at. Like it ain't really no. Okay, all right. I'm just saying, like, that's arbitrary, bro.
There ain't really no time. That's why I'm saying this distance. How long you to work? What time you get off? To get some type of correlation to get us synchronized. That's why all our phones got the same times. You see, they synchronizing everything. But go ahead.
What I'm saying is, what's the source? All I'm saying is, what's the source of whatever this time is based on to say that, okay, this time starts now. Like I'm trying to get at the source of that shit.
I heard everyone answer.
Eclipses of sun and moon and planetary lineup is what tells us where time starts.
No. Let's take this out.
I said when the sun goes up, you know it's day. When the sun goes down, you know it's night.
That's from the truth.
And what Huey saying?
Okay, so why most people sleep at night then? Answer that. Because it's got adjusted to that programming of differentiating night and day. Right?
Mic drop. Damn.
But ain't the day doesn't end though, bro. The day doesn't end. It doesn't end, bro.
Hold on. I can't hear both of y'all points. Somebody
you get what I'm saying, Huey. I know y'all get what I'm saying, man.
No,
check this out. I do what you're saying, but hear what I'm saying one time. I hear what you're saying. But y'all, by you saying that the day and the night are separated by what the sun is doing, is the only reason why I'm saying that is not far. That's far from the truth. All right, because your day and your night don't start when you see the sun. Because sometimes you might come out and not see the sun. It might be a cloudy day. That don't mean that the sun ain't there. It's many times that I come out and I don't see the sun. All right. And what about the days you go without seeing the sun and then you come out and you don't see no moon?
Man, you lying, Huey. I ain't gonna let you. I always saw the sun in the daytime.
Right. You don't see the sun every day. You do not.
But the day,
when it's a rainy day.
but y'all, the day don't end, bro. It don't end.
That's my point. Hold on.
Go ahead.
It don't end, bro.
Let me check this out. Check this out, because y'all trying to restart something that's a consecutive. Like my boy Fat Vegan say, life is a bunch of consecutive nows. Now when we dealing with that form of time, your time equated when you started. You was the first of your time. Your time can only start when you wake up, because if you don't wake up today, your next time a day did not exist in this realm. Mic drop. Check this out. Let me show you something else about this time y'all talk about. Because
man, that wasn't no mic drop, bro. We've been talking about this shit. That wasn't no mic drop. But keep going though. Keep going though.
That was a mic drop because
Y'all niggas trash all the
you
time.
wake up. Check this out. If you don't wake up, your time don't exist, bro.
Man, the time still exists, regardless of you being in a conceptualized, regardless of you being a conceptualized recognition of that shit, bro. It's still there though, bro.
It's still there. Hey, hold up, Yui. Hey man, hold up, bro. Listen, y'all two is not allowed to talk to each other. Y'all know how y'all get, bro.
You're right.
Y'all just don't even answer each other, bro. Y'all just keep it moving.
Let me finish my point. Away from ego, right? If we're gonna deal with whoever daytime is, they told you that time started at 12 midnight. If there was no sun at that time for that day. Check this out. Why sun in the
time after time?
Sun in the moon has nothing to do with the day or the night, because you still see the moon in the daylight.
Facts.
So what we saying? It's just continuous. It's just continuous time. It's just continuous time, though.
I'm gonna this motherfucker about 2 more times, and then I'm gonna give it up. Now listen to y'all for a second. All right, check this out. Check this out. If that wasn't a mic drop, I don't know what was. That was another mic drop.
Give us one more.
One more mic drop about this fucking time. I always told you that time would not exist without you in it. This is a fucking fact. Like the world that we know it as today, the earth, the sun and the moon, the stars, me right now, this computer. None of this shit would not exist if you wasn't here, bro.
No, it's still whatever's going on though. QE is already going on, bro. Regardless if you here or not. Regardless if you here or not, bro. It's still whatever it is going on is going on, bro. Regardless of whether you recognize it or not. What are you talking about, bro?
Peace, brother.
Listen, it's not going on for you, bro.
It ain't going on for you, but something is going on, even if you can't recognize it, bro.
Like far as what, Star? As far as
everything. If you not
we know that the world. Listen. There's an old saying.
That's all I'm saying.
My grandparents used to say, "The world don't stop moving for you. World don't stop for nobody."
That's what I'm saying.
I want to see if I got a line.
This is dope. You just said
no, let me ask you this, Huey. Have you ever saw? Well, I'm. Have you ever saw the sun at night?
Somebody repeat it, bro.
I'm repeating, man. I'm trying to break.
No, somebody got you echoing, bro.
Repeating, yeah, like an
echo.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say this. Now, we can talk about this if we was in Alaska and experiencing 30 days of a light, or maybe even in Canada, because they experience it too in Toronto. So we know out here in America, we don't experience them things. So we're just trying to make sense of night. But me, I think if we just think of it logically, we got an understanding of what it is. Because you ain't gonna be out roaming the streets. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be a shitload of people out.
Check this out.
3 in the morning because we've been programmed.
When you applying logic, bro, that's things that you know. But what about the thing that you don't know? You can't apply logic to shit that you don't know, bro.
Hey, and Star though.
You can't apply that.
But I know what I'm saying. This is a common knowledge of an understanding. It's not something that complex.
Hey, bro, what you just said, knowledge. What you just said, that is not true, bro. Because people is roaming around at 3 o'clock just because you're not, people aren't. Now check this out. Look at this. Look at this.
I'm listening, brother.
All right, so look at this. If we listen, you wouldn't exist. You wouldn't know they was out roaming if you didn't roam. So your time was sleep. They was operating on their own time. My point of saying is your day start when you get up. If you get up in the middle of the night, that's a new start for you. What if you
but that's different from the day starting with the world. You get what I'm saying? That's me individually when I wake up, my day is starting. That has
my point.
That's different.
The world didn't start. Let me say this again. Let me say this one more time, and I'm gonna leave it go. All right. You can't go off of the world time because the world ain't on your time. Only your world is on your time, not the world.
But you in this world. But you in this world though too, though, bro.
Hey, listen. What he's saying is this.
Hey, this one more second, real quick, because I keep.
Man, you keep saying it, Huey. I'm trying to make it in a different lingo.
I can't make the point because I keep getting interrupted. I have to go back again.
No, I was gonna say your point in a different lingo, but go ahead, say it again.
No, go ahead.
Damn, I think I forgot. Now listen, cause that nigga be deep. What he's saying is, it's 24 hours, right? It's your 24 hours. We wake up at different times. My 24 hours is not your 24 hours. That makes my world. If you gotta bend your time to deal with me, you're in my world. If I gotta bend my time to deal with you, I'm in your world. If you taking me to work, I'm in your world. If I'm taking you to work, you're in my world. You see how that works? So we're talking about worlds and different time frames. So if you woke up at 10 o'clock today, right? You got 24 hours to do whatever you gotta do. If I wake up at 6 o'clock today, I got 24 hours to do what I gotta do. Now, it's two different time realms. You see what I'm saying? You gonna come back around to your time quicker than I'm gonna come back around to my time.
Because what if I set my clock 15 minutes faster than yours, and we were staying in the same area? What if we were staying next door, and I had my clock set 15 minutes faster than yours? Then my time, I'm gonna see my time a little faster than yours because I'm meant to get up a little faster. I want to get up and get.
Hey, but Huey though, it ain't fast. It's still it ain't faster though. You just said it to be looked at.
Yeah, you thinking ahead. You thinking ahead. You gotta say it.
But it ain't faster though. It ain't faster though. It's not faster because that time is still going at the same pace, bro. It's not faster. You just set that shit ahead of what the time of that's normally recognized amongst everybody else. You just put your shit ahead. It ain't faster. It's still moving at the same pace.
Don't people do things in the daytime, right? But it's nighttime when it's daytime where you're at. So it is different. If it's daytime where I'm at, they sleeping somewhere else. When I go to sleep, they woke somewhere else. So the world is getting controlled by the daylight. Like when we sleep, China running the world. When we wake up, they're asleep. We're running the world. And that's how.
The night, hold on, let me tell you this.
But what happens when you don't go to sleep though? What happens when you just stay up? What happens if you just stay up for like 3-4 days?
The night control the day.
That's deep.
Control the day, and the day control the night. Meaning the dark control the light, and the light comes out of the dark. All right. Meaning the day came out of the night, which was dark. So they told us. All right. So everything came out of the thought, meaning we processing what we see in the light out of our dark. So most people be scared of the dark. All right. So this is what the creative minds operate in their nights, and then they come out through the day and live their dreams out. Because during the night, when most people are sleeping, they up in the creative witching hour, doing all the spells at night. You can't see
Huey, you can't get rid of the night. You can't get rid of the night. The night is always there regardless. Because the light.
Listen,
go ahead.
Let me say this. They gave you 24 hours a day. They never gave you no time for the night.
The night is there. The night and the day. Like as soon as the light stops lighting, bro, it's always gonna be dark. Like the darkness surrounds the light. The darkness, the night, what we call night, the darkness. It's all darkness, bro.
You got night and day. Why did they give you night and day?
It's a light bulb. It's a light bulb floating around, bro. That's why we say this. That's why. But if that light bulb go out, the darkness is always gonna be there. The day is only there because the light. Because the light is there, like whatever the source of that light is, the darkness surrounds that shit though, bro.
Listen,
you get what I'm saying? Like the dark, it's really darkness. It's backwards.